Hello, Soul Kitty.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
All right. Hello, Edward.
Yes, hello. Give you a fart joke. They are the highest form of comedy.
I need to figure out why that button's not doing the auto record for that. I keep thinking that and then I forget to. All right. I feel like I'm forgetting something though.
Fart jokes have to come naturally, Soul Kitty. They can't just make a fart joke. Fart joke.
What?
Furkity furk. She... Oh, that's a good face. You hear food?
Food. Yes,
I did pull it close to my face.
He pulled the mic right up to his face, then ASMR'd his pizza. I got a sec. I'm gonna post to Twitter that we're streaming too. I haven't done that in a while. What GIF should I use?
What do you call a ghost fart? A spirit bomb.
It's a ghost fact.
It's a ghost fact. There you go, so okay, I did it. Just for you.
Oh, you were shared.
There is enough to share, but you see, I put it all inside the internet and it's stuck. So you have to go get it.
Okay. Hey, thank you. That's very helpful, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go to... Hello, welcome. I haven't even adjusted the camera. Mike, you know what? Michael's better that way. We'll just do that. No.
That's fine. I kind of moved over briefly.
Actually, I should probably just move this further away. This is good. All right, you guys are wobbling. Hold on. There we go. There. That adds a little flexibility for movement. Okay, hello. It is Friday. It is Friday, right? Yes, it's Friday. Let me get my music going.
Music. This is Rarity Pizza.
That is very loud music. There, that's better. Okay. Welcome. Rarity is also saying welcome. That's her welcome face. That's... I guess it's a welcome face in many ways. But... I haven't poked at this since stream, so... What can we do on this one? We got... Ooh, that's a good fate. There we go. I don't know what face that is for her.
That's the NFT face.
Oh. Yes. Big stonks. Rarity is tipsy. She's something. Yeah, so we're getting pretty close here. We only have two more to even... well, this one doesn't have any keyframing done. This one, I would consider it's not keyframed either. They're all just head turned. I could probably do better than that. And I think they're all standing like at weird spots. I think... Oh, actually, she's not floating. Actually... Oh, her apple's already there. Good. And the background's full. It's also good. What should we work on? Do we want to close out some of these shots, or do we want to start keyframing some of these? If keyframing this would probably take a good portion of the stream. A hidden Argo? Oh, I had to put in a hidden Argo. Yeah, you're right. Hello, NPC. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and hello, Soul Kitty, hello, Edward, hello, Nullin, hello, Midnight Wave. Nullin, how is Silver's thing going? I saw she popped in under a different name. Does she recover her account, or is she make a new one? If you asked to stop doing something by a mod viewer myself, please do so. Good afternoon, Michael. Yes. Well, yeah, stop being sad. Everybody needs to stop being sad, and if you are being sad, you're kicked. Just kidding.
I'm just imagining somebody crying on the street and you just run up to them and start kicking them. Like, stop being sad right this instant.
Slam him with a hammer. Banned.
Right in the big toe.
Right in the big toe?
Yeah.
Oh, sadness has been cured. Yes. It was that easy. You just threaten people to be happy.
All sadness exists within the big toe.
She's still working on it. They don't have to give her account back until after she jumps through hoops. I've heard that that's a thing. Eventually they do, but apparently it broke Discord's terms of service to dispute the charges through PayPal. So she has to like undispute or something. Okay, interesting. Let's see. Hi, Argo. Cool seeing you at Babs. I hope to see you at more cons. Oh yes, I'll probably be at Babs again next year. I'm going to be at Winnie City in about it's just about a month now. And so I think Cider Fest is currently my next one. I wanted to go to some of the other ones in the middle, but they were kind of already booked up, and so I kind of just was like, I guess not. So, but I'll be more in the future. I was the guy who got the lemon said, okay, yes, I know you then. Yes, that was funny. That was very enjoyable. It was a very good lemon.
Technically, we will be doing 4 cons this year in total.
That's what I usually do.
It's a lot for me.
Well, yeah, but you kind of popped in right at COVID, so that's why we haven't done it really as a togetherness.
Yes.
I was gonna do something here. I forgot what that is. Oh, I was gonna readjust them a little bit. I'm kind of curious if, yeah, like Rainbow's like not on the ground. That's kind of important. To be fair, cute ponies are like antibiotics for sadness. Kind of.
Yeah, but the second you stop taking them, then the sadness.
Oh yeah, there's HarmonyCon next year. I wanted to try to hit that up this year, and it just didn't work out. I might try that. No, I feel like ponies would be a band-aid. It's not going to cure it. It's not going to make. It's going to give you a moment to improve. Yeah, they're more like a morphine. Sure.
Ponies are drugs.
Yeah.
Addictive drugs.
But whatever is causing somebody to be sad, it's not going to suddenly make that go away. So, as soon as pony gone, they'll just go right back to it. So.
What if your sadness is the result of a lack of pony?
Well, then you have other problems.
They're an addiction. Addiction I have no interest in curing.
I just want to...
Rainbow Dash is my heroine.
That actually works in 2 ways.
You're right.
I didn't mean drug. Yeah. All right, so I just want to get her to be in a position, or I want to get all of them to be in a position where they're actually standing on ground.
It's a good point, Sir Edward.
It's not really that important, but kind of is. So, if they're clipping too much, it's obvious. It's a temporary cure for depression. Yeah, the cons are, to me, like a kind of a refreshing thing, kind of staves it off for a while afterwards. But kind of, sometimes for people, if they have nobody back home to kind of hang out with and do some like friend stuff with, the cons can make things worse, because as soon as they get back, they're just, the PCD hits really hard.
Yeah, it was really rough when I still lived in Kentucky, going back from a con, just basically waiting for the next con.
Mm-hmm. E-ponies have made many people many friends, which is a more permanent solution to the SAB. Oh yeah. Pinky is...
I can't think of any friends I've made due to ponies. Something along the line of all of the friends I have.
The majority of the friends I interact with now are
Yeah.
resulted ponies. I haven't spoken with some of the other. Well, I have some of them, but never long term.
Well, the two friends that I had before ponies that I still talk to, even they got into ponies for a little while. They're not really into it anymore.
No,
but
because
they
you
were.
kind of forced it on them.
Force it on it. They brought it to me.
Uh-huh.
Like Declan was into horses before I was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you're just trying to find excuses. Pinky, this leg's a little high, so I can cheat this one. Let's go boop. And then this one goes boop. There we go. That leg's also a little bit, so we'll just cheat this. I can adjust it like this lines to all of everything. And that's how Michael got evicted. Yes. He no longer lives here. Or at least we'll double the rent. Yeah, I don't have any friends in my area that I know, so post-con depression hit hard. Yeah, for me, a lot of it is I actually look forward to getting home after a con, because at least right now we have a lot of, between like having the second channel and the streams and stuff, it ends up being that there's just a lot of stuff to catch up on. So I try to get ahead of stuff, and then when we get back, I have to play catch up. So when I get back, it's kind of nice of like, okay, now I can like start focusing on this stuff again. But also we have a lot of local friends, stuff that's really help out a lot, being close. Like we're actually doing a little bit of a hangout tomorrow, though I can't make part of it because I have to go to a family thing as well, but thankfully they're close by. So okay, I want to have Twilight churn a little bit. You can't even really tell. Okay. Some of these, this is this is behind Pinky, but I'm still going to do it. Not immediately, but following this drink, I would. Okay. A little bit more. Oh, actually, you know what? I can probably... I'm going to put her leg out a little bit. Like she's bracing herself a little bit for a turn. Like that. Yeah, that looks more legit. Oh, we gotta wait for Michael to get back. Are we friends? Everybody here is my friend. I think I have a close knit of friends, but then like outside of that, like I have like a lot of the people that interact with on Discord I consider friends, yes. And on here, for sure.
I'm always skeptical. I'm still not convinced anybody's actually my friend.
But no, I definitely have a closer group that I consider to be like my friends, like the ones that I interact with on like a daily basis, or we go and hang out and that type of stuff. But I've just known them for a while. So many I've known before the YouTube thing, so it's... That was kind of a concern originally when I started going to meetups and stuff, was I didn't bring up who I was, and I didn't share my face originally on YouTube because I didn't want people there only wanting to talk to me because of that persona and then not as a person. So I ended up took about a year before they figured out who I was. So then I was me.
I'm thinking of that meme where the guy's sitting in the corner of the room thinking, they don't even know that I make pony content.
Well, essentially kind of, but early on, I just didn't want that to be a thing for the meetups. And the only reason they figured it out, and I remember when it was, I was at the anthology panel for MLP-MSB. So I'm in Minnesota, and that was the local con. And so I had applied for panels and everything, but under that name. And so it was at the anthology panel that Jay was announcing that I was joining the anthology crew. And I was sitting next to one of the Minnesota Bronies at the time, and they said they were going to be announcing, one of the new, a new member. And the guy next to me was like, I wonder who they're going to add. And then I walked up there, and he's like, what the fuck? Like, he was super confused, because he'd known me for a while before then. But after that con, though, I was no longer my first name. I was Argo, and everything about me being a normal person went away.
It changes up for me. I go back and forth between the names depending who else is like we're talking to. If it's our immediate friends or Andrew, if it's like
no, you'd never say
people
Andrew
from this. What are you talking about?
You never say Andrew.
I do not when we're in like group chat.
I've been using that name for like about 15 years, so like it doesn't. I don't care. People can call me that anywhere, and I will respond to it. It is now a name.
I don't think I'd ever respond to my internet name. I don't use it enough.
You're just Michael. That is your internet name.
Correct.
I don't know what badge you were going to put for Windy City. That's why I just put like for the one panel, because we're going to try to do basically the stupid face panel, and I put in for Michael.
Yeah, that's fine. I think, well, that was the first time you met me. I was just having Michael on my badge, and you thought it was a fake name, if I remember correctly. Because it was Michael, my whole name.
Oh yeah, because your full name is fake.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so that Applejack is fixed. Oh yeah, you have a voice impression from Jurassic.
Oh, okay. Mission Control, Deep Rock Galactic. Well, I've been modding the heck out of that game for the last, I started back probably in January working on the mod.
Mm-hmm.
So
you got to flex before.
So it's now the Deep Rock Galactica.
Galactica? What?
You said that before. Galactica. I keep wanting to call it Galactica. Deep Rock Galactic. The missing control is now. Oh no! The bugs are coming! Everybody, protect yourself! Because it's derpy. It's all derpy now.
Oh my God, I can't see where her bones are. Not Derpy's bones.
It's all derpy.
Is that everybody? I think I got everybody standing on ground now.
So, Katie, I've been working on a mod for Deep Rock Galactica since...
Galactica?
Galactic! Darn it! This is going to be the switch all over again.
It's this one, Deep Rock Galactic.
Yeah.
They just did a big update. Was it yesterday?
Yeah, and they gave me a bunch more audio to do.
They just went to season 2 yesterday. I've been playing it a lot. I have 372 hours in it, and it is still a fun game.
Yes.
There's still things to do in there,
it needs ponies.
The news, yeah, and so there's a mission control, which is a guy that gives you your mission and tells you things during the mission, things that are happening, and he's modding it in. So he replaced the picture with Derpy, and he's replacing all the audio with 15 AI Derpy. So he's been spending months on that.
Yeah, I try to put at least 2 hours in a day on it for the last few months. Every day I've had the opportunity. Of course, when I was at the con, I didn't have the opportunity, and sometimes I get super drunk during a stream, so I can't. But when I can, I've been pretty consistent on getting it done.
Nolan said he's excited for the mod. Do know that if you apparently if you download them and use the mod, you have to disconnect it from your normal progress. So if you're not able to do anything you do and unlock won't be for your normal character.
Yeah, you can unlock stuff, but then it'll be for that modded character only. It's interesting how they went about it. They made it so that if you do mod the game, you can't progress your unmodded character.
Which makes sense.
But then if you're in a modded game, as long as you keep those exact mods, if you add mods, I think they'll let you transfer from another modded game, but it's or from your main, I think the nice thing is you can always erase your modded game if you progress your main character further, and then just create a new modded game with that character. So I like how they do it. They keep it separate but connected at the same time. It's probably a model we'll see more of in the future.
It's PC. Most PC games in the last, not decade, but last quite a while have been very mod supportive.
Too bad 76 wasn't. That was a big bummer. Still is.
Because I want to add pwns there too.
Well, it's not that I wanted to add pwns. The file structure was exactly the same. The mods I made for Fallout 4 would have worked without really any changes in Fallout 76. But they didn't allow them, so...
I'm trying to adjust these because I don't want to have them all T-posing. So, T-posing being they're all just turned heads. So, I'm fixing that. They're not going to move, so that's why I don't mind breaking them a little bit to try to get it to work. Okay.
You do something. You play games on the Discord server, right?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
Do like a get together with subscribers, right? Once a week?
No, we do for the top tier patron and anybody that's tier 3 on Twitch, there's a special chat, and then once a month we go to once a month is just a guaranteed hangout, but then there's random times that I just pop in and we'll sometimes play stuff. But it's kind of here and there. Because we had all the cons in a row, and then we did the stream week and stuff, and so when all that's going on, I don't feel like also then locking down another day to do stuff. We do have to lock down another day to finish It Takes Two.
We'll have to plan for that.
Maybe next week or something. Figure something out. Look, you guys play games in your Discord server? Nah. Otherwise, I've been meaning to. There's 2 people I want to bring on. One is a volunteer and one is a paid spot, but I wanted to bring on somebody volunteer to handle, or not handle, but help manage Discord stuff. Like if people want to do events and like movie nights and stuff like that, somebody that could kind of come up with the ideas and the way you go for it. So if anybody here is interested in doing something like that, hit me up, because I'm definitely interested in trying to find somebody to do that. I would like to be a part of such, but trying to manage it is just, my brain doesn't work that way. Too many things, and I kind of get overwhelmed. So
That's one of the cool things about Discord. You can just kind of stream a movie through it.
Yeah. Well, up to 50 people at a time.
It's a lot of people, though.
Yeah. Well, I think they dropped it.
Really? That's sad.
I have this set to 50, but I'm pretty sure... If you it used to be 25. Then during COVID, they upped it to 50, but I think they dropped it back down to 25.
So you can't recreate that channel, or?
No, I have this manually set to 25. Actually, this one should probably be like a little higher on this.
Yeah, if you're doing movies in it.
No, this one would be the point of this channel is only me and VIPs and very specific other people have ability to talk. So it's more of if I want to do a stream without streaming. Like we did it one time where we were done streaming on the normal night, but then a couple of us were just going to keep playing. And so we had just went into that chat so we could still talk amongst each other, but other people could watch us without it being just a whole bunch of conversations. Oops.
Well, I only have one movie on Blu-ray, so we would end up watching Hocus Pocus over and over and over again.
You can open up Netflix and anything. Yeah. Well... Kind of. Yep. Sometimes it blocks that stuff.
So you're saying I can't go on your server and just have Hocus Pocus on repeat endlessly?
Nolan used to put a bot every now and then.
Yeah.
No more Shooty Cat. Oh, no. Actually, Shooty Cat had an update. I think that it was just a balancing update. But no, I still like Shooty Cat. It's just, we haven't, like I said, it's because we normally have streams Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday, and then every now and then a Saturday. And then we record the podcast every other Monday, and a lot of the other days I'm having some time editing a lot of editing the podcast and doing some other stuff, getting other things prepped and finished. So it's like it kind of ends up being that about half my evenings for a month are taken. So sometimes I just don't like taking up too many others. That's why I want to try to find somebody that can I want to have somebody that I can offload the podcast to at some point, the editing of such.
Seems like something you could set up a bot to do.
The what?
Just play videos and movies in the stream.
Yeah, but you need a computer that's doing it.
What's that one that was just taking up space?
Well, for one, the cooler was taken off from it. I could hook it up for that. But do I want to have a computer with an 850 watt power supply constantly hooked up to a wall and running? That would probably cost me about $150 to $200 a year in electricity.
We'll run an extension cord from the neighbor's house.
Just drill into the wall and like
Yeah.
hook into it.
See, we got plans.
It's probably too late, but bye, Edward. I'll see you a little later. You guys, watching Saving Part Ryan with friends who haven't seen it is a lot of fun. That's a weird movie to just watch. If you turn off hardware acceleration in your browser, you can watch Netflix and such. Oh, is that really? Huh. I've never even tried that, because I know it has the block every now and then. But actually what I can do is I can play it on, or anytime I've needed to record something from something like that, I play it on my main PC, and then I use the streaming software to record it, because it just captures my monitor. So it looks like a monitor, not a recording software. So that does work.
That face you got, Rarity, and it's very horrifying. It's like, oh.
Well, I want to churn her a little bit, because you can see there's like that break in her neck. So I just want to twist her a little bit more. Like that, yes. Mm-hmm. So I can do, if I turn her like this, then I can take her head and neck, and we just turn it back. Now where's your neck at? Yeah, that's a little not as dark. I can probably even turn it back a bit more that way and just use the head a bit more, because the head turns a lot easier. Yeah, that's better. That's much better. And then we'll just move the arms forward. Most of them are just going to be standing here, so this is like, it's just going to be adding a little bit of idle animation, and then could be done. I might just try to get this one all done. It shouldn't be too bad.
So, Kitty, I don't know how to tell you this, but we're old. Very old. That 24-hour stream would kill us.
I've thought about stuff like that, but it's more of, I still have to do day job stuff. So if I were to do that, it would mess up my sleep for days and make actually doing my normal job difficult. So I don't know on that. If I had a long vacation or something, maybe I've considered taking off like a week in July, because we get July 4th off and I have that Friday off. So if I took 3 days off of work, it'd be 27 hours, because they're 9-hour days. If I took 27 hours of vacation, I would tab the entire week off. So if that, in that case, yeah, maybe like I'm going to be gone July 4th, but I could do something.
I'm telling you, 24-hour streams is a young man's game. You're out of your league.
I am old too. No, it's, I don't know. If I did something like that, that would take a lot of planning.
And coffee.
Well, thank you for the sub, Cruise Gang. Thank you very much. If you're on our Discord, we do have a special chat. Actually, if you're on the Discord right now, I just released the early version of the next Argo Zone video, which you can go check out if you so wish. It's not the final version. We need to fix something. We're a little late on that, so it'll be out tomorrow. But anybody that is a Twitch or a patron at a specific level can go on there and get access right now.
Yes.
Okay, how do I want to go about giving them life?
I mean, Pinky already looks insane.
Well, it's more of some body motion, because it's going to be difficult. Twisted bodies is more difficult, because a lot of the other ones, all I have to do is really just add a little bit of forward and backward motion, and that's it. When you have them twisted, forward and backwards gets a little more interesting. So
the way I imagine this scene is just Pinkie Pie's breathing heavily. The others are so stunned they're frozen, and Rainbow's the only one actually really animated.
But if she suddenly moves and none of the other ones move,
because they're like frozen.
Well, and the camera is going to be moving. Kind of do that right now. So it's going to look like that. No, it's not gonna.
Earthquake.
Yeah, she says fuck, and then they're like, they're like, ah,
existence begins to collapse. You need to drink your drink so I can give you cider. Pinky has plans. Yeah, apples. She's a cute horse.
There.
She's kind of been a jerk in the fanfic I'm reading, but
Here we
it's all
go.
good.
Songs, books, hunting, party, apples.
And it's like,
That was actually pretty good. I enjoyed that. That's all you need. You're done. Put it out.
no.
It's like doo doo doo. See, they like it.
Oh, Monica. Oh, we got a stupid face. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of that for a sec then. All right. Monica, I don't know if I've seen you do stupid face before. So give me, do you have like a horse or a character? I don't care if it's horse or not.
Horses, horses.
If it's something I don't have, I can maybe look for it, but it is dependent on availability. So
Do you have a platypus?
I'm gonna guess no.
Darn.
Any really?
I don't know that pony.
Yeah, I don't know that pony either. What's the horse that we haven't done in a while? Because we kind of get a lot of the same ones over and over again.
I want to say Little Pip, but Luna? No, you do lots of
Luna. No, not in the stupid face.
If you're gonna do a Luna, you gotta get Babysitter Luna.
You gotta get Babysitter Luna.
Yeah.
Where's Babysitter Luna?
She's there. I know.
Well, it's not it's Casual Luna. Here we go.
She's oh no, it crashed.
She's too casual.
So casual. So wow.
Rarity's cat. Just on the Discord, so thank you. No, thank you. It might take a minute for the Twitch thing to pop across, but if you don't see is it the supporter chat? What is it called? It's the special access. Just I can force it. So, but thank you very much. All right, we're gonna try this again. Luna was too powerful. All right. If we're gonna get Babysitter Luna, what is Babysitter Luna gonna say?
Yes, chat. He must choose.
Or whoops, that's the wrong one. Or chat. What's the theme? What's Babysitter Luna doing? And it's Casual Luna, not Babysitter Luna.
Yeah, but I imagine that she's babysitting. Because that's like very much like a babysitter horse attire. She's like, I feel like the cake's called like a babysitting agency, and then Luna just showed up looking like that at their door, and they're just like,
looks like she's
princess. She's like, I am here.
Oh, for one, she's got a bump map on her, or not a bump map, an environment map on her eyes. But being that I can see the checkerboard, I'm pretty sure it's just using like the missing version, which is not bad, but. That is, yeah, I can see the edge of it too here. The one thing I want to try to figure out how to do, and it's having fun, an easy way to do it, is I want to find a way to make my own environment map to where I can stand here and get the 6 shots that are needed, because there's 6 shots that are needed for making an environment map. And build my own environment map based on where the characters are positioned, because then technically I can make the environment map on the eyes remap to that specific one and make it actually accurate to what is going on. I mean, you can make it much stronger effect, and because it's real. It's not reflecting, but it's showing what's really there. So I've been wanting to try to figure that out. I tried it once and it was kind of messy. Something about being too old. Just got done with a 24-hour stream. Did you stream for 24 hours? Because that's like watching is one thing. Nobody's got a theme for what babysitter. Okay, Michael, what is Babysitter Luna? What is she saying? What's she doing?
I kind of want her to say, I am the knight. And then I want her to punch Batman. Like she knows what's up.
I don't think I have Batman.
But you need Batman. How do you not have Batman? That's like a sin.
I actually have models from Batman, but they're all because of some other mega pack. Okay, it's a bear eating a fish. Why is a puppy? Okay, hold on. Hold on.
You
There's
just
a
look at
bird.
Batman, and you just got this like
Chicken.
wildlife pack. Is there even a bat in here?
There's the birds, and there's look at all the fish and the birds, and the more fish and more fish, and then there's a bee.
Oh no, that's a hornet.
Yeah, I know. And then we got some bears, and then the cow. Look, we got a little headdress. That's pretty cool. Oh, they got a little animal. Got a little. Look at that deer, so fluff. And then best part, it's puppers. There we go, puppers. And there's a donkey, and there's some. Oh my God, there's so many animals in here.
What even is that thing? Some sort of.
What I'm actually curious about is
It's not even a bat.
This right here. That okay.
They're rigged.
They all have an IK rig. Rigged is one thing. An IK rig means that they're much easier to animate. So yeah, I'm gonna get that.
It's a nice city.
They're all models. Okay, I know I'm here for one thing, but I'm getting distracted. Okay, hold on. We gotta check something quick. Let's look at Applejack.
How's that Applejack?
It's yellow.
Oh.
Okay, I'm not seeing anything.
What are you even looking for?
Now I've already found 2 cool things. Wait, somebody put their VTuber avatar on here.
Well, if they're popular.
Wow.
Enough. I have no idea who they are.
I've seen somebody put their multiple people put their OC on here, and
Which is always fantastic.
and then it gets downvoted and just trolled, and then people get angry. And
That is a very edgy Batman. No.
what is this?
Is that the Fortnite Batman?
That is the Fortnite Batman.
That's way too edgy, even for Batman.
Don't be like that, kids.
Well, there's a pretty classic Arkham City Batman there.
Ooh, that's like the cartoon Batman.
Yeah, that's a pretty good Batman.
I like that
I like
one.
that Batman. Oh yeah, animated series Batman. Nice.
Yes, I thought. Okay. Well, now I was going to say yes, and then give me 2 more. Yep. Okay. I'm getting to a point where even just loading my models alone are going to crash me.
Yeah, it's getting kind of crazy.
She kills the Joker.
She's the knight.
No, she's taking over. Okay, what is this called?
It should be just Batman.
It is Batman. Why didn't it come up? Do I have to reset it? It was still. Oh, I was still searching. It might have been pre-search. Yeah,
Hey,
that's what it was.
Oh, that's good Batman.
That is
I like
a
that Batman. Oh, that's just like, right in your face.
like I am the knight.
It doesn't help that he's wearing fishnet stockings.
Yeah, that is actually pretty. I mean, well,
It's a pretty classic Batman. I am the knight.
it's like I am the knight. It's Batman and his best friend Fluttershy.
Batman seems like he has a tiny head compared to Fluttershy. Batman, she's the big brain.
It's like wait, is there?
I ship it. Oh, you killed Batman.
Okay, it is Batman, but I will say the bones are kind of bad.
I kind of want her punching
there's no-
Batman and then screaming, "I am the knight,"
There is no mouth.
or the other way around. I'm not sure which one's funnier.
There's no mouth.
Doesn't need a mouth. He ain't gonna talk. It's Batman. You just T-pose at her for all I care.
No, he's gonna stand. He's overly standing. Oh my god.
What?
Oh,
He's like-
you know what? This might just be I don't have. Yeah, okay. I just don't have that selected. But this model looks good, but it is jointed badly.
That's fine.
Yeah, like here, the way that this is set up is not correct. There's a better way to do this. This is definitely kind of amateur acting. But okay.
One of the many reasons Luna's gonna punch him.
Oh.
What's happening to his fingertips?
Fingertips. Wait.
Are they broken already?
Wait.
Can't even fix them.
No, so his fingers are all
Connected.
so these 3 fingers are the same bone. Okay, yes. This model looks great. It's not great.
It's not rigged well.
It's fine. We're going to punch it, so...
Yes.
You got a voice impression.
Oh, I do? On, you have to wiggle Batman. You've added some flavor, I see.
Just a little bit. Oh,
Yes.
somebody made a new icon for him.
Oh yes, I noticed that. It is quite nice. As long as it stays hoarse, I will be pleased.
I am the night motherfucker.
Okay, we need to do... Yeah, they're swearing in the stream, just so you know. Exclamation points needed.
I
Yeah.
am the night motherfucker. I am the night motherfucker.
Okay, I needed a comma here, because otherwise it doesn't sound like a comma.
I am the night motherfucker.
That sounds pretty
I
good.
am the night motherfucker.
That's like a whisper in the ear.
I am the
It's just
night motherfucker.
quietly whispering as
I
you
am
were
the
in your
night
sleep.
motherfucker.
Like, I am the night.
Okay, so
Then
this
she
is
smothers you.
I want to do one more of these because this is actually just funny hearing her say that. Is that audio coming through? I haven't even double checked.
Oh wait, I have to do Batman voice.
Oh yeah.
I am the night motherfucker.
Oh wow, she gets excited.
Where is she?
I am the night.
Tell me where she is. I want to know. Oh, I love you. Oh, I am Batman. I want to know. Oh, where is she?
I did it.
Neat.
I agree. It's raining.
I am the night motherfucker. I am the night motherfucker.
Okay, I want to do one more.
I'm lightheaded now.
Wow. If
Yeah.
if your exercise is just speaking in a deep voice.
Yes.
Okay.
I am the
Oh,
night
I hope you're
motherfucker.
pleased, Soul Kitty.
I am
I nearly
the night
died.
motherfucker. I am the night motherfucker. I am the night.
Well-
I am the night motherfucker.
Okay, I'm gonna do this one. I think I'm gonna
Okay.
keep the other one though because I like it. But I have an idea. I kind of like the idea that she just like whispers in his ear.
I am the night. Now I want him. If she's gonna whisper in his ear, I kind of want him lying down in bed, and she just puts a pillow over his face. Suffocates him.
Oh god damn it! That's gonna take so much work.
You just have him lying in bed.
But
Get in bed, you throw him in it.
I'm kind of thinking of like
Give
was
her
the
a
Wolverine meme where it's like looking at the picture of Luna.
Oh no. Yeah, she tucks him in. You gotta give him a nice bed.
Nope. Hold on. I gotta save it or I'm gonna lose it.
Put him in the pony bed.
I might have to do the pony bed.
There's a lot of different beds. That's a pretty standard bed. My bed works though. Oh, that's a real standard bed.
We're gonna do this one. I think Batman will fit on this bed.
Yes.
Oh my god, this kind of looks like we're going other directions. We're gonna put the bed over here. It's flatter.
Works.
Okay, and then so
Tuck Batman in.
okay, so the there we go. So the Batman,
It's alright.
the Batman is tired, and so he's just like. This is how Batman sleep.
Yes. It's like, you all thought he hung from the ceiling. Oh, you're wrong. He has this really crappy old bed. It looks like it was built back in the 1950s and has been serving as his bed ever since. Those pillows do not look clean. Batman, did you have a butler?
He spent all his money on like
Bats.
on T-posing in bed. Is there?
I love that this stream has turned into you putting Batman in a bed
Wait,
with his cape.
His cape doesn't have a bone.
It doesn't need it. Just move him further into the bed. You won't even see the cape.
He's like, where's the bone?
The bone gonna murder him.
He's like, it's like Batman, Celestia's best pawn. He's like, what? Hold on, let me fix that.
It's so good, though.
And he's like, what? Oh my god, look at this.
This is why he needs to lay flat.
What? Hold on. But if I do this, it's going to take us... I mean, that's better, but that guy's got some... Yes, this model is horrible. Okay, okay, hold on. Is there a... It's not even rated.
All you need to do is, like, have the model laying flat. It's terrible. That's what some of the one comment is. It's terrible.
Just there we go. Yeah, okay, good. We got Luna here. Okay.
She's a big horse.
Oh no, we gotta undo.
It's like she's a
local.
horse or something.
Okay, the other thing I need to load up, hopefully I have the bandwidth to do it before it crashes me.
Let's find a good pillow. No, none of these pillows are good.
That's a good pillow.
No, that's a standard pillow. Keep going.
I know it's a standard pillow. That's why it's good.
I want a funny pillow.
No, okay. Right now I'm running at almost RAM crash period, so we're gonna do this pillow.
Well, if it only had like Bob Ross's face on it, I'd be happy.
I have to reload to get the audio. That's why I wanted to load all the models I wanted first.
Hey there. Film Co. Oh no. Yes.
Yes. Hello, Matt. Hello, I'm Film Co. Okay. With light flashing in the background. Oh, I could put a lot of detail in this. So we're going to half-ass it. Actually, I'm going to quarter-ass it.
You should be like eighth-assing this.
Wait, what?
An eighth-assing?
An eighth-ass?
Yes, an eighth-assed. It's a new term. I invented it. Nothing about Batman lying in bed looking up at Luna and her like hoodie and socks made me giggle.
Okay.
Just to be clear.
I am the night, motherfucker.
Okay, why did that not play?
Fuck.
44-100. Let's try exporting that again.
Are you able to turn it to night or could you load a map? Hey, you could turn the lights off and it could all pitch black.
Tonight, or do you have to load a new map? I can load up a map to make it work pretty easily. In this map, I can't shut the lights off, but I can make something work. I want to see if this works any better. I can't reload audio live. I guess I could have.
I'm just imagining her now, just kind of leaning into the shot, whispering it to him, and then sliding the pillow over his face. Super simple.
Okay. So I need to turn that on. I see the audio.
I hear something. Sounds very choppy.
Yeah. Because I see the audio correctly. It's just not loading correctly. Let me try the other one. Because this is 44-100. (16-bit). So that's correct. try doing this because this will make it a new file.
How's everybody doing in chat today, by the way?
The weekend.
It is the weekend. Is everyone excited? Are you excited for fun times?
Still not working.
What did you do?
I don't think these work directly.
Well, you've been putting a lot of them in.
Because I believe... No, I don't think I can just copy paste this into the sound folder. I'm going to try it, but...
You're still at work, but Nolan, you've joined our stream. How can you be working and be having fun with us? It's madness. Madness. I got out of work early today so I could change my oil and replace my headlight. Adult things. So much fun. I think I got most of the car grease off my hands.
Yeah, I thought the files don't work direct from there, but why is it not enjoying it? Let me the downloads.
I am the night, motherfucker.
Okay, let's try this one. Okay, actually, I have to.
Gotta go back to work tomorrow. Well, that's a bummer. I haven't had to work on a weekend probably in well over a decade. I'm happy about that.
I am the night.
At least there was times I had to work over, like I did overtime on the weekends, but it was voluntary.
All the audio is actually broken, so I think what I'm gonna do here is we're gonna load in.
I am the night, mother. I am the night.
I'm gonna load in this one. I'm gonna keep it there, and I'm gonna save it and reload and see if maybe that fixes it. Won't be much of a drag next time. Yeah, we play. Nolan, help me unlock the hardest mode in Shooty Cats. Oh, not Nightmare. That's the one above Nightmare, right?
I'd play, but I already beat that game because I'm amazing.
You beat it because we walked you through it.
Also, I'm amazing. I remember being amazing. I remember you guys being like, please, Mike, please save us. We are helpless without you. And then I came in with like a 10-pack abs on my character with a big smile on my face. Like, of course. I had a super deep voice in the game.
Okay. And Shooty Cats, you had a super deep voice.
Yeah. I was really manly. Like, I opened up my shirt and it was just chest hair for days. And then you were like, oh, your eyes sparkled, I remember. This is all this is all what happened in the one time I played the game.
Mm-hmm. Totally true story.
Mm-hmm. Super sparkly chest hair.
Still doing it. Is it all audio that's doing that now?
This is the only window open, right?
Yes, it's the only window open. Yeah, it's all audio that's doing that now. Don't need that open anymore. Is there something that's interfering with it?
This is the first time I've seen you have issues loading in audio.
Well, it could be that something I did, because I was doing a lot of audio stuff earlier, and it could be that something kind of got warped.
You could try resetting Audacity.
No, Audacity's not it. All the other audio's broken, but it's just an SFM thing. The only other thing I can think of is we'll just save this, and we'll exit Steam. Like, do maybe like a full
nice
thing.
Clean.
Though that could be a problem.
Is all the audio in, or is it just a new one?
Is it gonna auto log me in? Good. No, all the audio.
Huh.
So if this doesn't work, it actually might need a restart to get the audio working. If that's the case, then I might have to do something else.
Oh wow, you just got raided.
Hello, Hyperdashy.
Thank you, Hyperdashy.
What's up?
Brought a lot of friends.
Yeah, we're trying to make something stupid, but it's not working because my audio's like being a stoop.
We're trying to murder Batman.
Great. Hello, Blue Glow Buggo. Hello, Hyperdashy. What was Hyperdashy doing? What were you up to? What is the background noise? Popcorn? Well, okay, you probably shut the way. It's raining, actually.
You want to shut it?
Yeah, because it's raining on the plastic out there. All right, let's see. Yeah, so... Oh, no, I think, yeah, my audio is just all effed up now.
Still?
Yeah, so we'll do something else. Anyways, welcome. We have Batman in a bed.
Yes. Zoom out. Zoom out for their amusement.
Shit, we're having audio issues, but she was supposed to say, "I am the night, motherfucker," and then she was going to kill Batman.
With a pillow.
But, well, Jesus Christ.
So Kitty.
Hold on, I got to do a Soul Kitty attack. So thank you very much, Soul Kitty. But thank you, everybody that's new. Hello, Silver Wishes. Hello, Structure Cubed. Hello, Hyperdashi. Hello, Darkling Prince Scorpio. Hello, Corbolt. Hello, Ivory Flare. Hello, Corbolt again. That is a lot of emotes. Holy crap.
Just
There's also a lot of things being pet. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Free it. It looks like it's in pain. You know what we're going to do, at least for Stupid Face? We don't have the audio, but we're going to at least murder a Batman. But congrats to Generator Boy, Dracula Rawl, Neuteron, Pix.io, Party Like an Artist, Sold Beat, Frosty Vodka, Linux Presso, Weasel O'Doom, and ACLP Films. So thank you very much, Soul Kitty, for the attack. Appreciate it. Damn, that's a lot. Yeah, Soul Kitty is very generous. That's why you have a special Soul Kitty attack. That I totally spent about 30 minutes on. All right, so we need Luna needs to be angry at this, so she's gonna be.
Don't be cross with Batman.
Oh no, there's some Nolan. I don't have a Nolan attack. But thank you very much as well. Thank you, congrats to Filmshot Studio Sunset, Serenoid, Last Lullaby, Aquarac, Braxton Tales, and Boris the Apaka. So thank you very much, Nolan. Oh, this is getting a little weird. Like, there she goes. She's a little better there. So thank you very much, you guys. All right. Okay. This is what. See, all you have to do is murder Batman, and then people give you subs.
Keep thinking of that scene from the movie V for Vendetta. It's like he's just like, would it hurt? It's like, Luna's just like, I did it 5 minutes ago.
She's gonna be a little angry. Okay, yes. So she's at the Batman bed,
Yes,
and
the bat bed. He's like, no, not the bat pillow.
This is the bat pillow. Okay, so she got a pillow. How is she gonna hold the pillow?
They're hooves.
But she's standing.
Well, that seems to be your problem. You should have, like,
we're gonna put in. She's gonna hold the one in one hand.
She can just scoot it up his chest, like with one of
No,
Scooted.
that's not proper for a princess. So she's got the pillow.
Yes. It's got a hoof holder.
And we're gonna lock that to her hoof. That's gonna be her left hoof. There we go. Okay. I'm Soul Kitty's back up for the double attack. The double kitty. All right, gotta go. Have a great stream. Thanks for being another pony streamer to raid. Yeah, actually, I've check out ponies on Twitch. Oh, sure. I will. Thank you very much for posting that. I've been looking for a couple people, again, pony stuff for on Twitch. So thank you for raiding.
I do apologize that everybody that was brought in here has to watch Luna murder Batman, but to be fair, it's funny.
Actually, she needs to be closer.
Yes, closer.
Okay, so then she needs to get down and dirty with the Batman. Okay, I'm not going to finish that.
They're already in bed and she's already wearing socks. So,
she could use her magic.
No, it's more fun this way.
Cool.
Well, and thank you again, Soul Kitty, for gifting to Hyperdashi as well. So thank you very much.
She wants to feel the bat life leave his bat eyes.
Is that how Batman works?
Yes, everything is bad. That's how Batman rolls.
I think she needs to be more forward.
He's like, no, my bat air.
Your bat hair?
His bat air. Like when it enters his lungs, it becomes the bat air.
Oh no, her hoof is broken.
She needs to use both hooves, yes. Because it's cuter. It's gonna be a cute death.
You know, anytime you say that, I want to change it.
No.
Okay, so she's gonna end the night.
She is the night. He was trying to steal her copyright on the night. That must be crazy, man.
Oh no, she needs to balance. So I'm just gonna move her leg up more here. Okay, there we go. So she's got now, because of that, I can move her more forward. Otherwise, without that, she had a balance issue. Okay. All right. So she's got she's there.
I feel like this one could be a short if you put enough time into it.
Probably could.
Just be like her whispering, "I am the night," and then just him going.
Wow, her back is kind of like she's doing something like.
Thank you for the derpies, Philip.
Yes, thank you very much for the derpies, Philip.
I'm pouring more alcohol. You're not drinking yours fast enough.
There's a lot of booze in this drink. Shut up. And there's an orange.
Blame the orange.
It's like a shot and a half of rum and a shot of dry carousel in there.
Get drunk already.
Okay, now she's got to get her eyes down a little bit. She got to make sure she can see what's going on here. So, okay. Okay, that's gonna be good enough. So she's got the Batman.
She kidding with the
all right, we're gonna say that's good enough, and we're just gonna round this. This is probably gonna have to add a little bit there. So, okay, that's way too slow. She needs to be a more aggressive inner Batman killing. Let's see.
She needs to wiggle the pillow back and forth to make sure it's really suffocating him.
Okay, no, hold on. So now she needs to lift up, like she's getting ready to go to the murder town. Okay, actually, you know what? This probably needs to be like this. Okay, there we go. We're gonna bring her. She needs to bring her hoof up more. She needs to she's there where she goes.
Yes.
Okay, and between those, she needs to lift this leg. Oh, that needs to unlock that foot. And thank you for the gift sub to Digirath. Thank you very much, Philip. Appreciate you guys very much.
Fantastic.
Okay, so that was not timed right. Did the derpy bit chime not work?
Derpy bit? I saw the derpies that Philip posted.
Yeah, the derpies came through.
I saw the derpies. Are you guys not seeing the derpies?
Yeah, if you're not seeing derpies, that's a very important thing to fix.
Yeah, like we shouldn't even be streaming if you can't see the derpies. Like, what's the point? Certainly isn't for any of this. I mean, look at this. There's a horse suffocating Batman to death. Who came here for this? It's nonsense. Derpy.
Okay, so then she needs to...
Thank you for the derpy soul kitty.
Recoil a little bit, so we're gonna go back a little bit on there. So there.
No, I'm afraid sound isn't working right now, soul kitty. It's a bummer.
Sound isn't working for the bits?
No, for like your audio.
Oh, we're not, it wasn't working, so I can't do the actual speaking portion. The sound is working in general, but it's something is on my side. Like an SFM is glitchy.
You'll have to finish this one later.
If I want to actually make it like with the audio, but it's okay because it's still like whatever.
It's still pretty great. But I do like the idea of her just being like, "I am the motherfucker." Just like.
Okay.
This is bringing me more amusement than I thought it would. No.
Okay, there we go. Okay, and then this is the part I've actually been looking forward to the most.
Just him flailing. Yes. Getting some Robot Chicken vibes from this model because it's so stiff. It's like, hush now, quiet now. It's time to lay down your sleepy heads. This is how Batman died in the movie with Bane. Yes, Bane was also wearing socks.
Okay, so this is. Oh, you know what? We can kind of do this.
I am the night, motherfucker.
Hold on, this one.
I am the.
There we go. So we'll at least play the audio. So this is what we got. We got.
I am the night, motherfucker.
No, Batman. He's helpless. So much comes to you in your dreams.
Oh, that's good.
I am the night, motherfucker.
And then we need to.
This is quality entertainment.
There we go.
I am the night, motherfucker.
I mean, the only thing I need to ever do like this whole time is that she slowly gets less angry and just starts like creepily smiling.
She's reserved. But now she looks insane rather than vengeful.
Well, thank you for the cheers.
Yes.
Philip. There's a big heart. Thank you very much.
Thank you for derpies.
Hello, General Punk. Reminds me of Gmod models getting stuck. Actually, kind of does. Well, no, hold on. We can make that. Let's make it more like a Gmod getting stuck. Oh, that's the wrong model.
I'm not gonna sleep tonight. You never know. A magical horse from the land of Equestria could show up and take her title back.
Oh, hold on. There we go.
The bow was escaping.
There we go. Okay. We're gonna move this camera. So you are like right here. There we go. So this is more like. No, I gotta play with the audio.
I am the night, motherfucker.
Here we go.
Yes.
And then she's like,
No.
give them hope.
Dumbest thing.
They're all like,
Oh no, is no over there killing Batman? It's like, yes, it's the time has finally come. What is this? Spin Zone, this is what entertainment looks like. You're seeing it for the first time.
That's what spin zone. No, we do a stupid face. You can do with points, and normally I just I'll go through and just make something stupid. This one's just been a lot more effort put into it than some.
I don't know, it seems about the standard amount of effort you put into things that are stupid. Poor Batman.
Okay, so here we go.
I am the night, motherfucker.
That's perfect. I missed a voice impression. Oh, I did. Apparently I missed a voice impression.
How dare you?
But it's so far up, I don't even see it anymore.
There we go. That's a little better. Look at my smile with the eyes. It is pretty funny. Anyways, okay. We're gonna. I don't know.
Now I'm like concerned. What was my voice impression?
Your voice impression was here. So could he had.
Oh no, not the pillow. Okay, so you have to do it.
I don't have a mouth I can control.
No, you're not going to control mouth. He's going to like have a pillow over his face when I say that.
Mm-hmm.
No, not the bat pillow. To stop the flow of the bat hair into my lungs, so I may bat live. Oh no. Oh, there's a horse. Horses are heavy. Oh, bat, my own precious bat air. Precious bat life fading.
Precious bat life. Bat life level at 25%.
Yes.
Okay.
I can see my bat family.
Yeah, they're getting YOLO'd. Oh no, they're back. Okay, they're gone now.
I'm gone forever.
Okay, there we go. Okay, let me scroll back down here. Batman decided to sleep in the middle of town. Yeah, that was because we're working on a video, and that was just the easiest thing to do. I do want to try to get the actual audio to work for some point, but as of right now, it's not working. So, but yes, we were working on, for anybody that's new, welcome. We're working on some animation stuff for YouTube. Been on this one for a while, but here, if you want to preview what we're doing, I'll keep the lights off because it works quicker. Oh, you know what?
I don't think any of the audio's gonna work.
The audio doesn't work. Okay, well they're very animated. They're very, very good horses. But yeah, apparently the audio's not working. So they're just saying words back and forth. But we do have Fluttershy. She's hissy as fuck, and then they all get kind of surprised.
About working earlier in the stream. It's the bizarre thing.
Something when it got loaded in just decided not to work. So I think I have to restart my computer, which.
I mean, if you can't hear the audio, it's going to be kind of hard to animate.
Kind of. Depends on what I'm doing. We could try restarting. Let's just try that.
That means we'll be back shortly?
No.
No? That's right, you have two different computers.
Yeah, dude. It's going to cut the recording, so I'll just cut that for a sec, but then we'll be back. So,
until then, we have to, like, entertain the audience.
Well, I got to cut that one manually. So, okay, so I'm just going to restart this. So, we'll see if the audio works. I feel like a lot of new faces came in as soon as Argo started animating Pony Murder. It wasn't Pony Murder. It was Batman Murder.
It was Bat Murder.
It was Bat Murder. Yeah.
Which is fine. It's legal in 49 states.
I want to become an animator 2D for hobby, 3D for job, but how do people make 3D animation look so clean in movies and Disney stuff? Well, I would say a lot of it is because you have a large team that is very experienced in what they do. So it's like if you're animating like a Disney movie, you're not animating like an entire movie. You might be animating 8 to 10 seconds of that entire movie. Like you're only doing a very small portion and you're focusing and dialing in on that. The only reason I never would want to do, I think, something like that, like a Disney type thing, is because you have to do the style that they want. And so you're not animating the way that you want to, you're animating the way that they want you to.
Yeah.
That's a little bit more...
I think the job most of them want, even the animators probably want the job of art director, because then they get their vision up on the screen, as opposed to just the person carrying out said vision.
Alright, give me a sec, I gotta start recording again. Go. What animation of mine that took the longest to complete? That's a difficult question. Remembrance took the longest in terms of time, like between the start date and the... No, technically Rocket Surgery took longer, but I took a lot of breaks, did other things. Rocket Surgery took a little over 2 years, but I made other videos in the middle. And then we had Remembrance, took me about 2 years, but I started the map for about a month, got frustrated, quit for a year and a half, and then finished it in 6 months. So there's that. But in terms of a single video amount of time, I'd have to say maybe Rocket Surgery. In terms of hours, either that, it's either Rocket Surgery, Australia, or Leaving the Stable. One of those ones. Leaving the Stable was long, but the audio was already taken care of, and so the structure was already there. The planning was made easy. And Australia was just difficult because it was so many unique shots to make. If I wanted to... but it depends on, in regards to that, if you want to, how do people animate? It's just practice. It's putting time into it and getting to know it, everything, so that it's no longer about thinking what you're doing. It's second nature. I don't think about what buttons I hit in SFM anymore because I've just been doing it long enough. So in there, it's animating is no longer, an active skill. It's a passive skill. You just know what you need to do and your body goes through the motions because you just have so much of that built up experience, but that just takes time. The only way to get to that level is to just do it. I mean, so practice.
Either that or realize you're living in the matrix, get out of the matrix, have the program for knowing how you use Source Filmmaker uploaded to your brain, and then make ponies suffocating Batman. That is option 2.
I think something is still busted.
Really, even after the restart. That is bizarre.
Yeah, unless something is still being weird, but as far as I can tell, everything should be going through now.
Well, that's no good. Did you hit some sort of audio file?
Awesome!
Yeah, there's still Rainbow's file.
Maybe try loading up a different...
No, I don't need it right now, so it's fine. Okay. But something's being goofy, and I'll just have to worry about that later. So, that's fine. That's really all they say is they just say one word. But I don't really need the audio for right now. What we're doing here. So, I need Fluttershy back. There she goes. We were kind of working on this one. We can add some ambience to here. There was a couple questions here, so let me catch up on that. Boot up was wicked fast. It's just an SSD. Well, yeah, I'm not running on an M.2. I'm just on a standard SSD.
There's not much of a difference, really.
But also, it's only an install that's only about 6 months old, too, so that kind of helps. And it's on its own drive. I don't have anything else on the drive other than Windows and a couple other install things, so it's just light load. If you wanted to, with enough time, you could make the animation you made look like CGI, kinda. SFM kinda not. SFM's kind of limited on what they can do in terms of the detail, but I like that because cartoon horses are cartoons, so trying to make a super detailed 3D thing, I feel takes away from that and makes it so it's not cartoonish anymore. So I like SFM having that cartoony look. Plus, the more detailed you make it, the longer it takes to render. Blender, you could look at hours per frame. SFM, the most I've had is 30 seconds. So I can actually feasibly make the video finished. Wait, Michael, I just had a random thought. Is your DPR mod going to be called Derp Rock Galactic?
Maybe. That's not a bad name, but I do intend to have more in the mod besides just Derpy. Derpy's just the hard part.
There you go.
Are you okay with the cider with the orange?
Yeah. It's a cider. It's fruit and fruit.
Pour yourself a glass.
You pour me one. I don't want to reach around that. Thank you. The background is a Lightbringer. The Lightbringer, if you actually, the video I made, that was, yeah, this one. The actual video I did that was called Lightbringer, where it's just doing that like everything happens around her and explosions. This one was difficult to render because my computer at the time was not able to render it at a decent speed, and for how long this video was, it was going to be a 40-something hour render, and I was never able to take 40 hours straight. And if there was any problems in the middle of that, I would have to restart from the beginning because of how the the particles work. Particles only really spawn at a specific time. So I did have to do this in 3 parts, but I had to like break the particles apart a little bit to make it work, and then like fade the videos across each other, the multiple renders, to make it work. And you can actually see where one of those render cross points are. So when there's that explosion in the background here, you'll see some smoke. So it's kind of like smoky all over here, and then it kind of goes away, and then it pops up again. That is because I had to re-render. I had a cut there, and that was one of the fade ranges. So literally, you had the smoke, and then it kind of slowly dissipates and goes away, and then it comes back again. So that was one of those points. I think I had to do this in 3 pieces, so that was like only 12 or 13 hour renders instead, which are great, because if I go to bed at 11 o'clock and I wake up in the morning, go to work, come home, that's usually about 16 hours.
You know what my favorite part of this video was, though? Was actually the scene at the very beginning with her lying in bed.
Why?
Because I could tie it directly to a point in the book. And it made me happy.
You mean this part?
I know what this one is.
You mean this part?
Yes, of course. Because if I had to guess, that's like right after she kind of goes through withdrawal the first time that she's.
Oh no!
Oh no. She's very bouncy.
She's like, oh my god, you're so hot.
Like, Velvet, I left my home for you. Why no you no love me?
She's trying to ascend to heaven, but Velvet won't let her go.
Like, how desperate was Little Pip? She's flying, she's so heavy.
She's squeaky too.
Like, if you've ever read Fallout Equestria, you know Little Pip left the vault a little bit out of guilt, but also because she had like crazy hots for Velvet. Like, she's just like, oh, that pony was super cute, and she's gone now.
I gotta get Rainbow's awesome word here. Where is her?
You're just having all the problems in the world.
I'll never notice that. Oh, there's tons of stuff like that. I don't even
Wonderful.
No, I have tons of behind the scenes, like nitpicky stuff of like little tidbits of stuff. Like, just I can pull up random ones. In Australia, there's actually a render error here. The character that's shown right here, I forgot her name.
I can't remember her name either. I know
Rose something.
Rainbow kissed her. I remember that much.
But okay, so this is an Earth Pony. She's actually.
Rainbow kissed that one too.
She's also again at this point, but I forgot to remove the horn from because it's using Velvet's model, and I forgot to hide the horn. So technically, she's a unicorn in this shot, and it's gray because that's from Velvet. But it's oopsie.
I didn't even notice it until you pointed it out. So,
in Remembrance, this is one I was like pointing out because it's fun. If you look at the here, okay, so if you look at the glass here, the ones on the outside are all looking in, and Rainbow Dash's head and body is pointing to the left. But if you look at the point where the glass explodes, Applejack's looking left, Rarity's looking right, Pinky's looking right, Fluttershy's looking left, and Rainbow's looking right. That was because the windows, to make them all look in, I rotated a few of them, but I didn't want to redo the animation because then when I rotated them, they would explode inwards. So I just spun them around. I was too lazy to change the texture. I'm like, for how short of a period of time this is, there's very little people that are ever going to notice that. And somebody did. They made a CinemaSins video on it and actually pointed that out.
Why?
Kite? Oh, another stupid face.
Another stupid face, and he's already made a request, which I do not agree with.
Made a request? They're getting tortured. Oh, well, that's easy. Before I go to that, though, is there any other weird ones in here? I'm trying to think of any other, like, oopsies that were left in. Oh, I like hiding myself in videos, and my OC's right there.
Cannot tell.
You can see his little eyes. He's got those orange hair. He's right there.
You see like an orange blob on top of a yellow blob.
Actually, the one thing with this one that most people didn't catch is there is a
extra moon.
Yeah, there's a Minecraft cow down here. But I'm surprised so many people never caught that. But yeah, there's a Minecraft cow down here.
Greenish.
It matches with the white dots over there too. Yeah. But yes, that's sneaky back there. Everybody I've shown that to is like, what? I like hiding things places. It's fun. This is a fun one. This was like put in there as a joke, and then we just left it in. So I literally just grabbed them and then just wiggled the mouse on the arms, and we just left it, and it's way better that way.
I remember
it's
being very important that Scootaloo just keep the stiff model the whole time.
What's the other one? So this video, I might have seen here twice. He's sitting on the bridge here, and he's looking over the bridge. And then I believe he's also one of the ones running in chaos. Yeah, he's the one right there running away. But this whole thing of having this like round cloud with the dragons come down, that's actually because we made a joke during Australia on this end scene right here where the same clouds are spinning, and we were going to have dragons in the clouds, and so the joke was we just had Crackle coming down to the Final Fantasy VIII theme, and it was really funny. And so then Michael said we should make a video from it, and we did. So that whole video is just as a joke.
This is why you should never ask me about anything.
Okay, we need to have Derpy get tortured though.
No, wait, ask me about something. Don't torture Derpy.
No, I can't. This is what people want.
Well, people are wrong. She's a good horse, and she gets muffins. Why would you be mean to such a cute face? Why are you just like trying to imagine up different ways to hurt Derpy right now?
Well, I have plenty of ways I can hurt Derpy. I'm doing this because people want it, Michael.
I still remember that one horrible video where somebody just had a video where an anvil landed on Derpy's head. That traumatizes me to this day. And Steam crashed because it knew.
No, that file, the main work file, is getting heavy on stupid faces. So it's just, I keep them all and they're backlogging. Oh, I saw Spore Creatures from Fallout New Vegas. Love New Vegas. New Vegas was a good game, very much so.
It was probably to date the best Fallout game, just because it let you do.
It felt
anything.
Like out of all the Fallout games out there, it felt the least in the sequence. It feels definitely outside of everything.
There were a lot of different ways for it to end depending on what you did, and all the endings felt satisfying and full. Like, I love New Vegas. I still never played the whole storyline to siding with Caesar. Like, I can't bring myself to side with Caesar.
Oh my god, Derpy went away.
So I know there's a lot of content to that game I've never seen because of that, but it's kind of like I could never bring myself to do the genocide run in Undertale. Because I like those people. I don't want to hurt them.
Cool.
Thanks for the subscribe, Jinxie Cake.
Yes, thank you, Jinxie. I was going to say, that's got to be a lot of months. 31 months. That's
good for a while.
That's like 2.5 years. Jesus Christ, man.
We'll be dead by then.
Yeah. Well, no, I hope not. I would prefer to be alive. Okay, well, we got a train.
Why do you have a train?
No, it's okay. Caesar salad is good. Yes, actually, that's my lunches are either I have a peanut butter with banana on some wheat toast, or I have a Caesar salad. I love Caesar salads.
I did make a single mod for New Vegas. I don't know if I still have it or not anywhere, but I did make a mod for New Vegas. Because I had somebody who was running a YouTube channel for a time who wanted to play as Blackjack in New Vegas. And so I made it. I made an anthropomorphic blackjack they could play in New Vegas. Never released that mod. That was just for that guy. Guy is gone now. I've modded a lot of games.
Okay, so this is train. And then she's like,
No, she liked that train. That's a good train.
yeah, she's like,
Can't say I really used energy weapons much, except for the Gauss rifle.
I
That's
never
not
really
really
used
an energy
anything.
weapon. They always felt. I think the advanced energy weapons is the ammo and the weapon itself was lightweight, so you could carry more while carrying around energy weapons, but they were underpowered compared to their solid weapon counterparts. How did you always play in Fallout?
I tended to always kind of stick with automated or sniper. That's just kind of what I default to. I never really got energy weapons. That's why when we were playing 76 on stream, I kind of tried to do energy weapons and explosives because those are the two I never did. I wanted to do something different.
Well, I'd spent the whole stream, I think, punching things.
Yeah, I eventually just did all explosives because it was stupid.
Yeah, I was kind of the same way, where I was always just sniper rifles kind of stuff. No, she fell over.
Yeah.
Oh, she gonna be okay though? Train's gonna stop.
Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Good. Because it already knocked her over. It's a very rude train. She's so cute. That's such a cute lying position. Look at her. She got her hooves. So cute. Hooves are the best. I wish I had hooves. No, why is she screaming? She's gonna be fine. She's gonna be fine.
She'll be perfectly fine.
I think the one thing with Fallout New Vegas. Oh no. No.
She's gonna be fine.
No, she looks upset.
No, this is what the people want, Michael.
You should stop the train.
See, you were okay with Batman.
Batman is a garbage man. But Derpy is very good. No! No! This is making me very sad. No. Guys, why do you do this? This hurts my soul. Do you understand? This hurts my soul. I'm very sad. Why is the cow catcher not working?
The what catcher?
The cow catcher on the front of the train. It should be keeping her
budget
safe.
cuts.
No, she's gonna be fine. She's gonna just be pushed to the side of the train. She's gonna be fine. No. This isn't okay. I need to drink more. I'm sad now. I was happy, Kite, and you made me sad. No, why is she screaming so much? I'm like legit sad.
She's like, ooh, and then she's like, ah, ah! Oh, well, I need it. This needs to be some more details on when she falls over here.
No, I don't need it. I think we're done.
No, this is very important.
I think you've completed this.
No. It's no. I think it's very, very important. It's got to be like, and then.
And she's fine. She gets hospital, and then she's okay. She kicks off. She kicks off with the cowcatcher, and then she flies away.
Yeah. So then it's okay because she really wants it. She see, and I'm gonna show it.
No, you're making it worse.
All right. So there we go. Hold on. Okay, we gotta move the camera. This is better. Okay. So it's okay. And the best part is we got Fluttershy watching. Okay, so it's like chugga woo woo, and then she's like and then and
no.
Well, and then there's what we gotta do is
You're a bad person.
the train kind of gets the train kind of like lifts up a little bit. It kind of lifts up a little bit, and then it's and then
chat, unsubscribe, unfollow, burn your computer so that you can't see this.
Okay. And then okay, that was probably the root, so we're gonna grab the body then. That's everything, right? Okay, perfect. So now it's like
this is where she pushes the train off of her and she's fine. No. What?
So see, this is like vroom, 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 this is beep beep. Well, and
there's not enough alcohol.
There we go.
No. No. Derby. Derby. He's such a good pony. Why are you happy? This is horrible. See, this is when you go to like the bad place, and they're just like, "Do you know why you're here?" And you'll be like, "Yes, it was that derpy video."
Okay.
And they'll be like, "Yeah,
I take my sub away. No more sub. Oh no.
you murdered the best." No,
She's fine. See, look. You know what you do? You hit this. Well. See, is you just go boop? Look, she's like, oh,
good.
She's like,
she's fine.
She's fine.
It's good.
See, that's how easy it is. That's how you undie.
Yes, I'll have to remember that. Important life death lessons.
Looks like Fluttershy said nice. Probably did. You just do some sad opera music in the background. No, that's the best music. Okay. What the hell was I doing? Oh yeah, when you. Okay.
It's a very good question. Did you drink all that, or is it just weird?
Did I drink all that?
Okay, it's fine. It's hard to tell with the orange. The orange throws me off.
You can't tell there's liquid in this cup.
I can now that you picked it up and it's moving.
Art in our time. Sure. I'll give you. Oh, we'll go with that. Yeah. Okay. We need to re-show Fluttershy again. So, okay. Progress on things. So far, none. Let's see. Oh no, I made them all stand on the ground.
Yeah, good job.
But
now you could only make them.
No more stupid. There's no more stupid faces because that's the limit. So, let's see. Some of these are going to be easier than others. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to do. First, I was going to add the camera shake because camera shake is really good at hiding the fact that some people aren't moving that much. So we're going to add a little bit of camera shake now. and see what we can do in terms of minimizing our need to move things. Okay, that could probably work, but we're gonna play head to there.
Oh yeah, I remember when that happened, Grizz.
$2 million banana taped on the wall is art in our time. Well, it really comes down to what is art, and really, whether it's art or not, really, I would consider it art, because anything can be considered art.
Consider anything art as long as some amount of effort was put into it.
But how much something is worth is only dependent on how much people are willing to pay for it. If somebody's willing to pay $2 million for a banana, would you say, no, it's not worth that much, I'll take $10?
I won't say it's not worth that much. I'll just say it's not art.
Well, then what is art?
I think art, at the very least, requires some level of effort on the part of the artist.
They took a banana.
That's not effort.
No, they did. Michael, your level of effort on some things is lower than the amount of that took that man to put a banana on the wall.
Yes. And one day I will be a billionaire.
No, in that case, that banana, it wasn't that the banana with the tape did, it was the person wanted notoriety for buying such, and the name that was attached to it as the salesperson, the artist, that was also worth something. So yeah, art is anything. Art can be anything. To me, art is just expression. So if that's a way of them expressing, sure. But if that banana sold for $10 or $2 million, I mean, nobody's gonna go and tell somebody like, well, they're like, I'll give you $2 million. They say no. No, if somebody's going to pay you that much, you'd be like, cool. So
I'm going to fart in a jar and sell it as art.
And also, when it comes to a lot of those, the artist only gets a portion of that. A lot of it is to the venue and the companies that run the venue and set up everything and all that. Though they get a pretty large portion of all the proceeds. I think it's in the double-digit percentages. I think it was somewhere up to even like 20 or something percent or more to have it so that they can, because they put a lot of effort into setting up these events to have such things done, and so they take a lot of the revenue from it.
I went to an art museum once. I think I've told you this story before. And there was this big art thing from the 70s in the museum. And it looked to me like a big pile of melted garbage bags. And then I said as much. I'm like, this just looks like a big pile of melted garbage bags. And then there was a security guard sitting in the room on a stool. And I look over at her and she just looks at me and just nods her head like, yeah. But there it was.
40,000 bananas to become radioactive. I'm gonna get Tic Tacs and tape them to the wall now. And anybody can do that, but when that person that made $2 million, it was probably because they, as an artist, were popular. So people didn't want to spend $2 million for a banana on the wall. They wanted to spend $2 million for a banana on the wall from that person. So anybody could, yes, you could throw Tic Tacs on the floor, step on them, and then call it art. And it would be, but it's not, whether or not it's worth anything. It's all dependent on whether or not somebody finds that your art is worth such.
I mean, you
Probably
did
not.
sign a lemon that sold for like $40.
Yeah, there is that. No. It was like $40 or $50, and then the napkin sold for like $40 or $50. So in all, it was like almost $100. So see, that's what you need to do. You just need to get into the signed fruit business.
Fruit.
Yes. Maybe you can. There we go. Banana. You just gotta write on some bananas.
Mangoes are better fruit because they're like, you don't think of mangoes very often when you go to get fruit, but mangoes are great. You're not supposed to eat the skin though. I found that out later. I used to always eat the skin. Do you ever eat mangoes?
No, I can't think of if I've ever eaten a mango.
I'm gonna have to get mangoes next time I'm at the store.
No.
No, you never tried them. How do you know you won't like them?
It's not about whether or not I like it, but it's just not something I normally would eat, so...
Yeah, but we're gonna get them because you don't normally eat them.
No, and then you know what I'm gonna probably do? Still not eat them.
You don't want to go through life not knowing what a mango tastes
I have an orange. I have a whole thing of oranges.
Mangoes and oranges are not even close.
Nifty, but I want an orange. I don't want mangoes.
How do you know you don't want mangoes if you've never eaten a mango?
Because you like them.
Maybe they're pretty good, yeah.
Nifty.
Wow.
Okay, so we got the camera moving a little bit. I'm going to move on because I'm going to want to ignore Michael. So,
Mango hater.
So what this does by having the camera move a little bit is if I had the camera not move at all, this was just like this, in the render, it's going to be super, super fine pixels on edges, and you can very much tell when nothing's moving, if a model isn't moving. But when I move the camera like this, it's going to smooth all those edges in the render or in the video, and therefore it's going to hide some of the fact that something might not be super well animated. So it also makes it kind of more realistic, like a cameraman holding something without a tripod. But we'll go with that. Okay, Pinky can be excited, but we'll have to see if I might need to add like not just a breathing animation, but a little bit more to that. Dusty would get so mad at me if it was a banana, though. Well, really, the lemon was because that was what was there. But like I said, the bananas happen. Next thing to say is an orange or a jar of mayonnaise. Jar of mayonnaise would actually kind of work.
Just don't put Rainbow Dash in it.
Hello, Crown Mango. Crown Mango. Just talking about mangoes. The artist already has a level of fame and notoriety in their name. They could place something as simple as a crumbled piece of paper onto the floor with glitter on it because that particular artist made it. It adds a value. And rich people made up a value just to flex that they are rich and to flex that they could purchase something from an artist at that level. And they purchase this sort of stuff because the majority of the rich don't really understand art at all. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, it's all about you're buying a name, and that's just how art is. That's why a whole venue can be locked down for a display of just a single artist's content. But it's the same, like if you look at Picasso, was Picasso the greatest artist in the world? No. Is he a famous artist? Yes. No, but if you look at his art compared to some things I've seen, you could, at the time, he did great art, but other people probably did too. But there's only so many people that we can actually watch and pay attention to and consider famous. So he just ended up being a name that got big. But it doesn't mean that he's the best artist ever out there. As
we all know, the greatest artist of all time was Bazooka Joe.
They were the original NFTs. Oh, no. There was also tax breaks associated with buying and donating artwork. Yes. Yes, I know that that is a way to bypass some taxes and stuff.
Yeah, they buy art super expensive and they donate it, and then they can write that off as a tax break. But they can donate it to places that they own, so technically it's still theirs, but it's in a museum.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you spend $1 million and you write it off on your taxes, all you can do is get $1 million off of your income for your taxes. So in the end, that million is, you're not going to save $1 million. You're only going to save whatever the taxes would have been on $1 million. So what it can do, though, is potentially throw you into a different bracket where then it could save you more. But if you can somehow keep it in the end, sure. But because, yeah, if you spend $1 million, you're not saving $1 million.
If you donate it to a museum that you own, then you're essentially keeping it, but also donating it and can write it off.
People bought Bob Ross art. Sure. Actually, no. So Bob Ross, if I remember right, he would draw the same picture that was made for the recording. I think it was 3 or 4 times. I can't remember which. I might have been 4. And I know one was the one he did live, and then one of them was drawn. I think they might have done a second recording or something, or for B-roll. I can't remember, but I know one of them he would draw for charity. It would be donated. I don't think they ever sold one, but I can't remember how it worked. But every time they did a drawing, he would actually draw multiple versions of it. You'd have to look it up, but I remember reading about that. The actual one that was done live, what they did with that, I don't know how that all worked. But I know he drew a couple.
It's got to be somewhere.
Yeah, you have to actually look up the details on it. I'm kind of talking out my ass. Where's the drink?
Oh, good. Here.
All right. We're gonna make Rainbow kind of wibbly wobbly. Oh, Rainbow's actually gonna be animated, so we're gonna start with Rarity. Rarity's nice because she's kind of just hidden back there. So all we have to do for this.
Very loud.
It is very loud. is... I just have to make her move. That's really it. So I'm just going to select... It has to be all of her legs. So I'm going to grab everything. And we're just going to say... let's just move her a little bit forward. And I only care about the body right now. Like head and stuff, I can figure that out later. But...
My tips are 120%.
Remember to tip Michael for being a great bartender. He's giving me his booze because he wants me to... Where's yours?
It's not 8 o'clock yet.
The amount of like fizz that's coming off of this orange makes it look like the world's largest Alka-Seltzer.
Maybe it is.
I don't know. Does that pop up there? I think so. You kind of like, yeah, you can see it. Holy crap, that's a lot of fizz. He's eating my orange.
I'm gonna pour myself a drink early. And make more noise.
But no, I only care about the body for this.
That was my phone dinging.
Because the head and stuff, I can do that separate. I'm only concerned with what's interacting with the ground. And if I had an IK rig, this would be a lot easier. But I don't, because the pony model IK rigs suck balls. So we just deal with it. But in this case, I just need to have motion back and forth. Let's see. Nice thing is you can go back and forth. Does this look legit? As long as it moves out a little bit more. Yep, that looks legit. That's why when those other models for those like dogs and stuff, and they said they came with IK rigs, I was kind of excited. The pony models could have an IK rig that kind of work, but the problem with it is pony models don't have evenly spaced bones. Like the back legs go boom, boom, boom. They're like these so close to each other. The furthest I can bend them down is the distance between these bones. So whatever this bone can rotate below this one, that's the furthest I can bend it down. So, and in the front, these two being so close to each other also causes problems. So it ended up making this like paw effect where the hand collapses. The amount of time you have to spend just correcting these bones is just frustrating. So that's why to me, this is easier. For other people, maybe the other method is easier. Not for me.
Darkwing Prince, sounds like you need to go to bed.
Darkwing Prince, currently it's 2 a.m. here. Well, it depends. What time do you normally stay up till?
Gotta be in bed by 9. Or like healthy living.
Michael, what time were you up till last night?
It was after midnight. But I don't live healthy. Was why I'm kind of a little drunk and I'm still drinking. That's fine.
Okay, so really what I do for this is I'm just looking for is these bones at the bottom not collapsing when I'm doing this, when I'm moving? It's moving pretty good. I'm not breaking into the bones. It looks good. So I'm all good. The head, like I said, I'm not too worried about, but I can put a little bit of motion in there.
I feel like Rarity needs better lighting or something.
No, the lights are off. This is with the lights on, but these shots don't have the lights on. Like these are the shots that actually have like the lighting more finalized. This has no lighting right now. This is with lighting off, so everything's evenly lit, and only thing that's lighting it's not being lit. All this is the artificial SSAO, the ambient occlusion. If I shut that off, this is what it looks like. That's because everything's being 100% evenly lit from all points.
It's hurting my eyes.
Because of that, you get super flat textures. Every now and then you'll get a little bit of this fading. So that's not shading. This is, what do they call that?
If you did it like this, but with like the shell shaded where it has outlines, that would be that would work. Kind of. That would look a lot like the cartoon.
Fong. So that's Fong. So by Fong, it's just saying create like kind of edges lighting. So you can have the SSAO creates the dark edges of stuff, and the Fong will create the lighter edges. And you can play with the values to try to manipulate that and make it more refined. So for instance, I can actually set this to show me only the ambient occlusion. So now I'm only seeing that overlaying layer. I'm not seeing anything to do with the normal map. Like you can see the map or the sky has no ambient occlusion. This model here has no ambient occlusion. These ones have it enabled. Actually, these ones have it enabled to like have a very strong edge for it, which is fine. But if I go to the characters here, I can zoom in. I'm just gonna go zoom in a little bit, and I can start playing with this. So if I want to, I can say the SSAO bias. I can play with this, and I actually have to be on the camera. And you can see that that's really pulling it to the edges. It's bringing it in closer to the source. If I play with the strength, I can just say how dark do I want that to be, or do I want it to go away completely? And then radius is playing with that a little bit as well. I can't remember. I used to play with this a little bit more to figure it out. I used to actually have it where it would be more like this for my values. Well, that's probably a little bit more of an extreme, but something like this for my ambient occlusion, because I felt like it would give a little bit more of a cartoony look to things. But I've kind of just went to using the default.
Maybe you should do a video sometime. Does this like the source familiar support cell shading or no? I figure it would, because TF2 is all shell.
Kind of. You can go in here and do this.
Oh.
But this is neat, but it has a downside. So the width of these lines is equal no matter how far away you are from something.
Oh, that is a little rough.
So if I get up close, it's like this. And if I get far away, they start getting collapsing in on themselves. So at certain distances, like about here, it actually looks pretty good. And you can do a blended version. So you can say, give me both. And then you get something that looks like this. But it's always black. Well, no, I lied.
It would be nice if it would match their cartoon version, but that would be hard.
If you go into the SSAO tint here, you can actually change.
Yeah, but it changes it for all of them.
So it changes it for all of them, but you could mask it.
Oh, that would be a nightmare.
That would be a nightmare. So we don't do that. But there is options for that. But there is also something on the models. Let me look up one of them. Where's my common folder? There it is. So there is this texture, and so this texture is going to look kind of weird, and it's very small. But this texture is essentially stating how light should interact from a dark to a light thing. And in this case, it's basically saying stay darker for a bit, then transition quicker at the middle, and then kind of just go to gray. I could color that and actually have it have like a pre-made color into how it transitions between it. I could make it blend more evenly so that it would be more realistic. In this case, it's trying to stay cartoonish to where it's saying I'm going to transition from dark to light at a much smaller bit in the middle. A lot of the TF2 models have a very interesting, they actually are slightly colored between red and blue for that too. But if I were to instead make it half black, half white, it would actually make lighting that is hit on the model start behaving more like a cell shade. But the difficulty is it's dependent on how the light in the map is built, because you have to have all the map lighting built to be in very specific places, because it's not affected, I believe, by normal lighting, only map lighting. It's a super weird thing. I, for a while, was trying to see if I could make something that looked like what was that? Samurai Jack. I was trying to play around with map lighting to actually have it lit to look like the cartoon there, to where I could animate like Aku with Samurai Jack and try to make it look cartoon in SFM. I kind of got it to work, but it was too finicky, and I just couldn't get a finalized look. There's much better softwares that are probably much more expensive out there for making 3D look 2D. I was just seeing if I could do it for free.
Yeah, sit down and watch.
SFM has a lot of... If you really want to get deep into the weeds for SFM, There is. I'm actually gonna guess I don't have this GIF anymore. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. There is the ability to add wind effects. Oh, actually right here. So this is done in SFM.
Well, it's pretty decent.
Yeah, good luck trying to actually make it work. So SFM has a property that you can attach to materials that allows you to add a wind to a map in a direction and a strength, even with gusting if you want, and then have other models that are not within the model itself, but the texture be manipulated on the vertex level. So it's literally manipulating the entire thing on a mesh. And it can say if there's a wind to affect it with the wind, basically for trees. Do you want to have a tree blowing in the wind and making it look more flowing? The map can determine how to control that, which is kind of neat. So that's what this is the map is as a flowing wind, and it's working. The problem is if she turns her head in any way, it's now going to blow behind her because it's a direction. So it means every shot, if she turns her head, I would have to completely redo the entire map. It's a cool option, and it works. It just didn't work for the main. It looks neat, but as long as she doesn't move. And it's uncontrollable. I can't tell the main how to act. It just does its thing. There's supposed to be a way to also add fur to things, but it's make things fuzzy, but it is immensely processor intensive and it will destroy your frame rate instantly. But it's not optimized and it's not supported, but you can do it. I think Zachariah Scott had a thing on that. No, if I were to do that for all these models, the system would just crash. It wouldn't even work. So
fuzzy.
That you're a vampire. Vampires are fun. Big Chungus folder. Actually, that hard drive is, I think, upstairs. My Big Chungus is not here right now.
I agree, Soul Kitty.
But fuzzy, I know. Somebody did it and they just exploded it into fuzz. It just makes very tiny extruded fur things. But the problem is that it literally would make Fufflepuff. It wouldn't really have any physics. So it's not an optimized thing. Maybe SFM2 will have it or some. It's a property of the engine, and because it's a property of the engine, it can be forced to work in SFM, but SFM just doesn't know what to do with it.
Sir Edward speaks wise words.
System crash is but a small price to pay for fuzzy ponies.
Yes.
No, there's a lot of neat stuff that you can do in SFM if you really dig down. That's why I kind of miss that Zachariah Scott hasn't made tutorials and videos in a while, because he was the one that I felt really did the experimental type stuff, but he's kind of disappeared to do other things. It was just fine because it felt like SFM was a weird place for him to work. He's kind of I think a higher level than that. So
I feel like when Source Filmmaker 2 finally gets a proper release, it's going to be a pretty high level animation software. I don't know. It'll be able to handle Blender models at that point, and Blender is not.
It's going to handle a lot more. When you're in SFM is essentially running on a 2004 engine, so you're running on a 14-year-old engine. It's been heavily modified since then, but at its base, yes.
I am looking forward to the day where you can do your first pony video in Source Filmmaker 2.
So Source Filmmaker 2 exists. You can use it right now. You can go and put something into Source Filmmaker 2 right now and work on it, but there's a couple of features that are missing. One being facial flexes for models that from Source Filmmaker 1 don't port, which means all these ponies and how their faces look, they would just come in default look and you couldn't change them. It's kind of a hard thing to justify switching over for. The lighting is better, the render is better. It's 64-bit. It has a lot of advantages. It's just until they have a tool for converting things over.
That's the big thing.
And I am willing to give up tens of thousands of models in an engine right now. I'm not going to convert over 18 different models for concrete to make something work.
Well, you would convert over what you need.
But sometimes I don't know what I need until I'm looking at it.
Yeah, but as long as they make it quick and simple. I would hope Val would know to make it quick and simple. It should just be a import.
That's kind of the Source Engine's thing, is it's about making things quick and simple.
Yeah. Like, Valve, if you're listening, Mr. Gaben, sir.
Oh, yeah, I bet you Gabe is on here right now.
Yeah, like, he's a brony. It's fine. He's here.
I heard him say, I think he said lol.
Yeah. Just have an import button to import any Source Filmmaker 1 model into Source Filmmaker 2.
I think his first question would be, what is SFM?
Oh, no. That's not a good start.
It's Gaben. He's a god. All right, so Rarity's kind of moving here. Moving too much, but that's fine. If it's too much, you can bring it back towards the base, but if it's not enough, you can't add more. So I'm just going to reduce this a little bit. So now she's moving. She kind of like hits a point here in the middle where she kind of just bounces. So we're just going to round that a little bit to make it a little bit more even. Okay, and that's fine. So let's make sure that her motions are all fine here. Okay. Now, this is where I said I want to add in some head movement. Because the head, I don't want the head going as a robot. You don't want them animatronically going A to B and then bouncing between positions. That's not realistic. So what I want to do is after she goes down here and her body starts going back, I want her head to fall behind and start and kind of stay down a little bit. So let's see if that works. That's too much. We're going to spread that a little bit. And slow that down. Okay, let's just round that.
Gaben needs to add a fuzzy pony button as well. Okay. I mean, if they can just make the models port over with them being fully functional, that would be amazing. I mean, opening projects in Source Filmmaker 2 that you made in Source Filmmaker 1 would kind of just be redundant.
No, I don't think that's ever going to happen, because that would require every single reference and every single model that is potentially in a different file location to be able to be in the exact same file location in the new version.
Be a bit much to ask.
It would be nice to have an option that would say go through all those models and port them all. But if you have two models that are technically the same, but now they're slightly different, like how do you handle? No, I don't. Would a tool like that be great? Yes. But there's a certain point where I don't want SFM modifying files for me. Because say I have a save file over here it has a bunch of custom models and custom everything, and then I import something and it starts jamming itself into that. Well, now I'm destroying my file. I might be affecting something else. That would scare me. I always have a lot of concerns. Like right now I have a backup of my SFM going to another hard drive, but I want to set up, because I have some other stuff. I want to set up a sync between two different computers to like keep them in sync, so that if modifications on one happen to affect the other. But that still worries me of like, well, what if I like initially set it up and I set it up wrong, and now it's taking this like new install and saying that's the newer files, and it just starts deleting stuff on the other. So like I'm always afraid when it comes to things like that of it playing with my data, because I'm just scared of it. I mean, if that does happen, that's why I have the backup. I already did have that happen once. My hard drive failed. I lost my entire SFM folder, and it recovered it from the backup. So that's why you have backups. But still, it always worries me. A backup is only in case something goes wrong. But when something does go wrong, all you're left with is your backup, and then you have a single point of failure until you get it moved back over, and that's always scary. Gaben never learned how to count to 3.
Is this what you've been waiting for? Say 1, 2, and 4. The opening to count to 3. I love it.
Okay, Rarity is moving too fast, so we're going to stretch her out. Okay, that does work, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab it to here. We're going to go the whole thing, stretch her out to like, to like there, and then move it to here.
No, I have this feeling that Source Filmmaker 2 will come out in conjunction with Half-Life 3.
That's what I've always seen it as. But when that happens is anybody's guess.
But when that happens is anybody's guess. But when that happens is anybody's guess. But when that happens is anybody's guess. But when that happens is anybody's guess. But when that happens is anybody's guess. But when that happens is anybody's guess. But when that happens is anybody's guess. But when that happens is anybody's guess. But when that happens is anybody's guess. But when that happens is anybody's guess. But when that happens is anybody's guess. But when that happens is anybody's guess. But when that happens is anybody's guess. But when that happens is anybody's guess. But when that happens is anybody's guess. But when that happens is anybody's guess. But when that happens is anybody's guess. But when that happens is anybody's guess. But when that happens is anybody's guess. But when that happens is anybody's guess. But when that happens is anybody's guess. But when that happens is anybody's guess. But when that happens is anybody's guess. But when that happens is anybody's guess
Okay, so now a lot of that motion I put in, like she's not going back to her position, she's just kind of going down, which is fine. That's all I really needed it to do. Now we're just going to add a little bit of a blink. No, I thought that, well, no, it wasn't Source, or it was SFM2 with Half-Life 3. It was going to be the public release for other people to utilize the Source 2 engine. Because if there's going to be a game, that would be a great advertisement for your brand new engine.
Well, they already kind of advertised it with Alex, but it feels unfinished.
Yeah, but Dota is also running a bastardized version of SFM2, but, or not SFM2, Source 2.
It's kind of like, technically they've been working on Source 2 since Portal 2, but it's been... Portal 2 kind of fell in between Source 1 and 2. Portal 2 is kind of like this crazy hybrid.
Yes, it is. I don't think that was running on Source 2. I think that was the end of life on Source 1. It was the most they could get out of the old engine. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that is all Source 1.
I think they were using some...
No, you can't use some. If you can use some aspects of, but you would have to incorporate those into the original source, and at that point, it's the original source.
Yeah.
So she's blinking here. I want to have like some kind of a head bounce with her head, with her blink. That's a little too much, but I do not want to have just nothing. Yeah, that. Oh, you know what? I could probably do let's do 2 ticks. By ticks, I mean like where it's actually registering a motion too.
Ooh, look at that. We could buy followers.
Oh, nifty. Actually, you know, their names are becoming a little bit more creative. That's pretty nifty. But bye-bye, Finboy.
The followers.
I wish Past Me knew to back stuff up. Lost a lot of older SFM stuff a while ago. I'm super afraid of losing stuff. So how I currently have mine set up is I don't want to like show serial numbers and stuff, but I have on my stream PC I'm running Unraid, and the stream PC that's currently streaming everything to like you guys is running on a virtual machine on the Unraid, and it is a five drives of a 24 terabyte Unraid server with parity. So if one of the drives fails, I can recover it. I have to actually replace the parity drive with a 12 terabyte because it's right now a 6, so I can upgrade in the future. But so it provides me redundancy if those fail, and all the streams, because Nightly does the editing and stuff, I also upload them to the cloud. I need to set up, I think it's rclone for our service, so that it automates the upload process and backup. But it means that if my main drive fails, because I put all my recordings and everything there, but I also have Windows Backup set up to take all my SFM folder and all of my Pony SFM folder. So all my work stuff and everything that I do in Source Filmmaker, and they backs up every day, any changes to that RAID. So like when I had my drive failure and SFM lost, that drive literally became unreadable. I reinstalled SFM and then copied it back over from the backup, and I was back up and running. So, but in case that drive fails, I have backup on the cloud as well. It's 3 stages it's just like a 3-stage backup approach. One that's really close and easy to get to. One that is the, oh crap, my house burnt down and I can still get stuff.
Be a sad day.
Yeah, but that, to me, there's worse things to worry about at that point. But last thing you want to do on top of that is also worry about that the thing you've been working on for 6 months is gone. So I'd rather not be in that position.
You know what?
Put you back in the second and third desk drawer, just in case a nephew drops a large earth magnet on your desk.
That's not going to affect solid state.
Yeah, but my entire RAID is spin drive.
That's right. It would affect the hell out of your
Yeah,
spin
but
drive.
even if you dropped it on the case, it would have to sit there for a while. And the nice thing is I don't have kids.
The magnet. You got me.
If you have a magnet that strong, it'd be affecting my monitor.
Well, my dad used to have a magnet in his toolbox I used to love to play with. It was like this super strength magnet, and I don't know where he got the thing, but it was just fun to play with because
rare earth magnet type thing.
Yeah, it was like super powerful, and you could just kind of get near something, and if you got your fingers between it and like a piece of metal, it would just crush your fingers. It was fun. It was a cool toy. I don't know where he got it, but he had it in his toolbox forever.
No, my thought is if you are doing something that's important, if you're making content or if you just have things that are important to you, either get a cheap NAS box or something that you can move stuff to, or get some kind of cloud storage, because drives are not built to last forever. They will eventually fail. I went through one spin drive failure that actually caused me to have to re-render Remembrance a few times, and I almost lost Remembrance while I was working on it. And I've had to go through a drive failure for my M.2 that led me to, thankfully, at that point, have a backup. So if something is important to you, don't think that it's invulnerable. It is vulnerable, and you can lose it at any moment.
I'm lucky
you could lose all your backups, could fail at some point, but if you don't have them, you're just asking for it. So
I'm lucky to say that I've yet to have a drive failure on any of my computers. So we had a friend recently who had a pretty nasty drive failure, and he lost some stuff. I tried to help him. It was kind of recently. It was a little bit ago, but yeah, sad.
It took me about a month to figure out how to set up my the Unraid server properly and to get everything working. But now that it's set up, it's like a sigh of relief. But the problem is I'm going to run out of I can actually see on here. So yeah, you can see this. It says 22 terabytes because it's 2 of the terabytes are locked off for other stuff. But so my recordings and renders. So I might have to be careful because my processor is not very beefy for the stream PC, and going into the Unraid actually causes it to pull from the PC side of things. So I don't want to do that too much. Yeah, actually, just doing that, I saw frame drops. Wow. Okay, so we won't do that too much. But because I only have 7.5 terabytes left, which sounds like a lot of space, but because of podcasts and everything, that's a lot.
You do save everything.
Yeah, that was... So sorry for the frame rate drop there. That was actually a legitimate, 300 frames that were kicked from me opening that. I need to upgrade that processor. That motherboard only handles 10 series, though, and it's a 10400, and the only thing I can do an upgrade is a 10700, but it's like 300 and something bucks, and I don't want to spend that right now. So...
You know what's interesting? How hard cider hits you when all you've had to eat is a half a pizza.
I had a peanut butter sandwich thing earlier, and then that's all I've had. And I had a full freaking orange drink.
You did. I was drinking my first cup of cider while you were drinking that. It's my third cup of cider.
Yeah, there was Second. That's why I want to show some stuff from the con that we did, but I can't because I had to pull it. Actually, wait. No, I can.
Is it on your this PC? I
actually moved it to this drive because I'm working on stuff for it. So. Haha! Okay, I have some stuff from us.
Oh wow! You say some, and then I see a folder just laden.
This is Wednesday. This is the day we flew in, and then this is the day that we went to the bridge.
Oh yeah, I get the bridge being kind of busy.
So let's see here. Oh, that was us driving.
You just recorded everything.
Yeah.
Twilight.
And we got Twilight on the bridge. This is all B-roll stuff. That was us on the way to the bridge. Yeah, that was us at the bridge. Oh no, that was us pre at the bridge. This is when I think I was setting it up there because I was going to have us all stand there. I didn't realize how sideways this was. So haha, look at, actually that's kind of dark, but the nice thing is this is high contrast stuff. So this is actually what it's going to look like.
I remember that. Path. Why are we just recording some dude's truck?
It's all B-roll. It's just like when we're moving between points, I just record stuff. Let's go a little bit forward. Yeah, there's the bridge.
Yep.
We're at the bridge.
It's the Golden Gate Bridge.
This is with our big 4K camcorder. It's a pretty fancy camera.
That bridge looks like it's starting to reach capacity for what it's capable of, but they're never going to change it because it's too iconic.
Oh yeah, so this is us walking up to the bridge.
We did record the toilet.
No, well, that was the only recording I have for it. So this is us walking up to the bridge. Yeah, and then we're going to the bridge. But Let's pass the bridge. Oh, look at the turtle! This is all our animals. Yeah, like I just recorded so many animals. Where they? There was this really cool thing there. Like, look at this thing. This thing was huge. Like, we were like.
It was built for some sort of.
There's a person right there.
World Fair or something. Right?
Oh my god, it was so freaking big. I don't have anything from Thursday on here. No. Yeah, Thursday is what I need to have moved over here. Thursday is where we have like our windy road. This one, I think we got some of Michael. Oh, this is them doing like lightsaber stuff. There's a plane. Do I have my plane on Monday? I do. Hold on. This is really cool.
Monday plane?
That's a bird.
That's a bird. Okay.
Okay, yes. That was San Francisco from the air, but I think it's this one. Yeah.
Oh, just the cloud, top of the clouds.
I love when you're crossing the clouds and you get stuff like this. This is so good.
It is nice.
There was one I had here though. I think it's this camera. Oh no, oh yeah.
That looks like a.
No, some of the guys had drones. So if you want to talk about some cool shots, they got some like super cool. Oh yeah. Hello. We got some. This is between Jurassic and Warhorse. Jurassic got one really cool one. Oh yeah, Jurassic got not Jurassic. This is Warhorse. He got his thing doing us on the bridge. This is super cool. Like it just automates spinning.
I didn't follow. I just kept staring.
But that was super cool. Where's the one that does the like? Yeah, this one is really cool. No, that's the backwards one. We don't care about that one. Is this the one? Yeah, this one. This was super cool. So it keeps backing up as we're going, but it ends up in a really cool shot. But that was super fun. Everybody sees the bridge, but you don't see this base that's up there, and it's pretty cool. But just where this shot ends is actually pretty cool.
And that base was pretty cool.
So it just keeps reversing, and then it stops at the bridge. Like, that is pretty cool. Mm-hmm. I like that. That was pretty nice. I like that. Where was Jurassic's, though? Jurassic had a really good... had a really good shot. I think his would have been brought over. Maybe I didn't bring his over. I'll have to double check. But anyways, I'm working on compiling all this together into like something else, something to share. But we're just working on it.
A vlog.
So, yep, we're gonna do kind of a vlog from the con, and some of the extra stuff we saw. So it was really cool. It was really fun. But yeah, there's just some random stuff. I haven't moved over the other stuff. Otherwise, that would literally kill the frames. I kind of dropped a little bit. It did, yeah. See, I only see my processor hitting 74%, but it dropped frames because the raid stole part of it. I'll upgrade it at some point.
Try just updating your chipset too. I've had a lot of luck with that recently.
No, the problem is it's all running on a virtual machine, so it's not the actual BIOS.
Right.
It's a fake BIOS.
It's a fake BIOS running through the virtual machine.
Yeah, so it's a little different. I don't like their eyes like this. I think I'm gonna move it to.
But she's all like shocked by Fluttershy.
Well, yeah, but she's got sad mixed in. I'm gonna keep it just as surprised. Because with surprised, it fully follows the roundness of her eyes.
I feel like you need to give Rainbow Dash a carrot.
A carrot?
Yes, she needs a carrot.
She doesn't need carrots. It's like pie.
She doesn't need carrots.
She doesn't need carrots.
Horses love carrots.
Oh, her eyes are not wide enough. Rarity. Oh yeah, because your eyes are like partially shut because you're trying to be pretty and shit. Yeah, that's a bit better.
Stop trying to be pretty, horse. You're a horse. Horses aren't pretty.
That's better. Now she actually looks like she just watched somebody take a shit in public.
That would be my face if I saw somebody taking a shit in public.
You need to edit an edit of clouds with Rainbow Dash poking her head out of the closet, waving. I'm not.
That would be cute.
I'm not doing the RL stuff. I actually had considered poking around with that a little at some point. Of how hard would it be to record something and then try to figure out how to put a 3D horse in real world. I think Zanio or somebody did that once and got it to work, and it looked pretty good. I think he like lifted a blanket and she was there, and they did like a masking thing to make that work. But
no, FX Storm's big on horses.
Storm FX.
Storm FX, yeah. They're big on like the RIL horses.
They're much better at that. All it would be if I did something like that, they would be like, it's not as good as Storm, or they would compare it to Storm, and he's already the king of that. So I've got my niche. I'm just going to stick with my niche.
Well, the niche is pony, so it's like...
Well, the niche of what the expectation is, which is a bunch of stupid pony shit. Which I'm really good at.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could give them more carrots.
What?
You could get the ponies more carrots. I'm just saying.
Why do you care about carrots?
Because ponies are cute, and I am drunk.
Or are you looking like the little Fluttershy thing where she when they give her the little plant through like the cell thing, like the little cage.
Oh, I seen a cage.
She munch.
No,
she's not. She's in a cage because she was a bad horse.
Oh no. She let the animals eat the townspeople again.
Is that what the plant is?
Could be. It could be like a little shop of horror thing. Which is a movie I think we need to watch next time we have a movie night.
Well, it's probably going to be tomorrow.
Really?
Well, we're doing a hangout tomorrow.
Is the idea that we all pick one movie?
No, I have no idea. That's not my decision.
No.
Though I have to talk to you tomorrow because I'm not gonna be there for an hour after we get there. So I'm gonna drop you off.
Drop me off where?
And then I'm gonna leave at Levi's. I'm gonna drop you off at some random guy's house.
That's fine.
We'll talk about it later.
Levi is not entirely a random guy, but I don't know him that well. Truthfully.
But no, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, it's an interesting situation. So
he's trading me out. It's all right.
Okay, that looks actually pretty decent.
I think I know I got to do tomorrow is pay your rent. So
yes, give me money, and you got to pay for the damn hotel.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'm making it sound like I'm angry, but it's because I told him that he could wait, so that's fine.
Well, it just makes sense to do it all at once.
Yes. It's for BabsCon.
Unless you like super needed it because you're like broke. Which I sometimes suspect you are broke, but it's fine.
I'm a little shorter on my flex cash right now because because of inflation. It's kind of like my saving ratio has to drop because things got more expensive.
Inflation has been a butt.
Yeah. I'm trying to save a certain amount because I want to upgrade in houses, but now because of mortgage rates went through the roof. Yeah, the cost of if I were to move, the original estimate went up $500 to $600 a month for rent or for mortgage. I don't know. I have to double think on some things now. I just need space because we're kind of out of space for certain things I want to do.
I'm all out of space for ponies. I'm out of pony space. And as far as Fireball and cider, I've drank plenty of hard cider, and I used to drink a lot of Fireball because Jay Haller was a bad influence on me. But I have not mixed the two. So,
Great guy, went to one con, now I'm hooked. Time to spend hundreds of dollars. Yep, that's how cons work, actually. I put a picture on Twitter. I've been to probably, if I had to take a guess, like 20 something cons, and yeah, it is hard once you go to one to just not go to more because, well, you went to BabsCon, and BabsCon is a little different. If you like the party room type atmosphere, there's not many other cons that do that. BabsCon is the only one I can think of that has an actual party hall that you can go to, that you have like open rooms to go in. I think Everfree kind of does, but I don't think it's a con event thing. It's more of if you know certain people. It's so a lot of it is once the evenings hit, you're not going to have as much of the like go places to drink. We do because we've gotten to know a lot of people and we kind of hold the events in our own rooms, but then it's kind of limited on who we let in for some of that. So, but if you're looking for that type of thing, Bab's kind of going to be about the only one that I know of.
Like Nah, I went to cons hoping to meet friends and make friends. I made a really big point when I first started going to cons. It's because before I started like going to cons, I was really shy and didn't really like put myself out there to talk to people.
Oh my god, nobody at cons has been like that. What are you talking
like
about?
right. But I made a hard point when I went. I'm like, it's gonna hurt my very soul to talk to random strangers. But I pushed myself to like talk to people, and it worked out. To be fair, to be completely honest, the only reason I went to cons in the first place was because of a good friend of mine, Jay Haller. He encouraged me to go to the first cons I went to. And the very first con I went to, I met this one guy who was premiering a video called Remembrance.
That guy's an asshole.
He is, but
I'm glad you agree.
he was very excited, and he talked to my sister most of the time. but
Michael by proxy.
yeah, I was you were talking to her, and I was just over one table over. I wasn't even sitting at the same table. I remember it. I was just drinking a beer watching the two of you.
I don't even I remember sitting at that bar and talking with people, but I can't remember who the fuck I talked with.
You like pulled out your laptop, and my sister was the only one sitting next to you. She was dressed up as Applejack, and I was dressed up as Big Mac. It's all out. It's empty. You need a different drink. I can go make you something. I'll make you something. What do you want?
There's a half a can of ginger ale in there. Just pour a little bit of ice, that, and then some of the rum, the pineapple.
Do I lime?
No, the orange.
So
is
just
in there. I would say squeeze a little orange in there, but that orange is in there. You're good.
All right.
Don't worry about it. But I'm telling you so I can drink in the party rooms. Ah, yes, that is a lot nicer. That's why I go to BabsCon, actually. I love the party rooms. The party rooms this year were... It's kind of sad not seeing the... It didn't feel as party-ish as a lot of the previous ones. They felt a little bit more lower key, but still had fun. When you say... Whenever you can save up enough money, try and go. It's worth it. Depends on the con. So, like, BabsCon is kind of an expensive convention. The hotel's a little bit more expensive. The area is more expensive. You're limited to going to the hotel. It's an expensive con by comparison. That Winnie City, if you're looking for a con to go to, is actually one of the cheaper ones. Their hotels per night are like $109 or $110 a night, much cheaper. If you can find some people to room with, that also saves a bunch of money. It's free parking, so if you're able to drive to Chicago, you don't have to pay for parking, and it means you can also drive anywhere. The other one is Cider Fest, which is in Milwaukee, just north there. I mean, I'm kind of shilling those a little bit because I just really like those cons. Thank you very much. But where's my ice? I want ice. Thank you. Cider Fest is great because you're in downtown Milwaukee, so there's a ton of stuff in walking distance. You're gonna pay for parking, but if you flew in, then you just have to pay for the flight. And the hotel's a little bit more than Winnie City, but not by much. Still cheaper than BabsCon. But I love Cider Fest and Winnie City. They're kind of just my hometown cons because we can drive to them. So they're cheap for us, but they're nice if you want some cheaper cons for sure. What do people do at cons typically? That's a rough question because that really depends on the person. So thank you, Michael. You're so cool. Most cons, it's hard to say. So you have panels you can go to, so that could be about different community guests or VIPs, the voice actors. There's a lot of events. There's a whole gaming room. Normally you can go play video games with people, just jump on with people. You don't have to feel embarrassed about asking people to go and play together because that's the whole point of a con. Most people are like, yes, let's do something. There's usually a board game room to jump into board games with people. if you can find the right people, you can usually get to hang out with just random people, go out for drinks. It's really just about going and hanging out with just people with a similar interest that are normally introverts, but you put them in that situation and they become an extrovert and they just want to share everything. And you get people super happy, super having fun, and that just want to be a part of everything. So
I remember the first few cons I went to, I had very little spending cash. Because I had a job that didn't pay a ton, so I was just getting by most of the time paying my school loans. That's where all my money went at the time. So how I got to cons was by bus, which was a little rough sometimes. And the way I paid for the hotel room was that I roomed with vendors. Because vendors are always looking for more people because they're there to make money. They don't want to spend a lot of money on the hotel room.
Oh, yeah.
Problem is you end up sleeping on the floor, but at least I had a place to stay. So, like,
That's good.
I'm glad. So yeah, like, I was, like, the first time I properly hung out with him, I had come to Milwaukee on a Greyhound bus, and was staying with the vendors.
Thank you, Silver.
You know the guy who always has the train?
Thank you, Silver, for the sub, and hope that your Discord adventures are going fine. But yes, your train. Sorry.
You know the guy who always has the train at his.
Yes.
I was staying with him, and the guy who always has jerseys.
Yeah, kind of a bigger guy.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
I was staying
He's
with
a cool guy.
them two, and a couple other people. But those are the two I still see at cons all the time, so I remember them.
How do you find a hotel room with people like that?
Oh, there's like website or like blogs that you can they'll point you to.
A lot of the cons too, like Winnie City and Winnie City and Ciderfest have usually a con called like Room and Ride Share, so you can usually go on here and actually ask for people like, "Hey, I'm looking for a room. Do you have a spot?" You don't know what you're gonna get, but
They're going to be people who are there for the same reason you are.
yeah, I wish there was a way to vet people a little better on stuff, but I haven't really heard of bad experiences with that, because if they did, they probably wouldn't have kept doing that. But it is an option.
Yeah. Like when I did it, it's generally just the vendors who are looking for more people for the room for the reasons I've already stated. Yeah, every time I've done that, it's been with vendors. Just looking to save money. Yeah, again, you end up sleeping on the floor, but
Depends, yeah.
yeah, like I think one of the times I ended up sleeping in a bed.
Normally what we do now is we have when it comes to Winnie City and Ciderfest, we actually have a lot of local people that go. So I actually get 2 rooms that are locked down, and then we usually get about 8 people between the two, and we try to get them connected. Now, it sometimes doesn't work out that way because the hotels can't guarantee it, but we try to get it connected, because then we have 2 rooms together that we can kind of hang out in. And we've had oftentimes like well over like 15 to 16 people in just two connected rooms, just hanging out and chilling and doing stuff. So it's a lot of fun.
Nah, but like what I was getting at earlier when I was staying with the vendors and taking the Greyhound bus to Milwaukee, that was the first convention where you came up to me and like, "Hey, want to hang out?" And I was like,
I guess.
no, I was actually kind of stunned with the fact that you even asked me.
Yeah, I don't know why I did, because then it led to you being here.
Yeah, it did not work out in your favor.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. You give me money.
Yeah, I mean, that's something, I guess. But then you have to deal with me.
Yeah, there's only a certain amount that money can pay for.
It's like, if I could invent a time machine, I'd go back to the second I asked you to hang out and smack myself. Just say no. But hey, Silver, your account got unbanned. Congratulations.
Did it?
Well, yeah, that's what Nolan was saying, that her account... Am I wrong?
No,
Is your account
no,
unbanned?
no. It's a long, convoluted process, which is understandable. I'm glad it's a long process, which sounds stupid, but it's because if it was nice and easy, it meant that people can abuse that system. So it's complicated for a reason.
You got hacked.
So how did it get hacked? Did you click a link, or did somebody like guess your login, or are you unsure?
Yes.
And it bought a ton of shit. How can it buy a ton of shit through your Discord?
If you have your
don't save your like
credit card.
Wait, can you buy a type of?
You can buy
Hype Squad
points.
survey link. Oh, so you did click something. Okay. I'm always scared when somebody says they got hacked, and then I'm waiting for that time that they say, well, I didn't do anything, because then I'm going to be more worried.
Yeah.
It was through PayPal, and they bought Discord Nitro. Okay.
I did have somebody hack my Steam once, and they like stole a bunch of my like Team Fortress 2 hats. Yeah,
that's why I have iPassword or 1Password set up. All my passwords are gibberish, and everything is 2-factor. That's possible, because if I suddenly lost, say, control of my YouTube, that would be
very bad.
Not just normal bad, but it would be detrimental. So it's kind of scared me. So I actually invested a little bit to like put stuff in place to make sure I wouldn't lose things.
I'd have to deal
which is not a bad idea.
I'd have to deal with so much crying. It would be awful.
1Password is, I think, like $30 a year or something. But I'm liking the software so far. Any logins and my credit card, everything I just put in there, because there's no way for people to hack it without them doing some significant, like, multi-year work to get in, which is just not worth it.
No one, you like hit me in the soul, because if there was a bunch of like spamware that would be downloaded to my computer and steal all my accounts, but there was like click here for cute ponies, I'd be like, ooh, cute ponies.
Michael, that's
so deep.
Michael, that's a hack. You'd be like, I know it is, but what if it's real? Click here to go to Equestria.
Ooh. I clicked it so many times, and I would get drawn so deep into the internet.
I don't click nothing unless it is a link that said something like super cute pwn. I actually had a link where I Googled Amazon. But I didn't Google it. It was on my phone. I typed in Amazon because I wanted to check something quick. And because I didn't put in the full link, it brought me to Google. The first link said, as a link advertised on Google, was at Amazon.com. I clicked it, and it brought me to AmazonMTM.com. And I'm like, but I didn't realize that. And I'm like, but I clicked the link, and it said, oh, well, this is, why isn't it? It normally would show me auto logged in, but it didn't. So I went to the login page, and I went to go put in my login information, and 1Password, which normally autofill it, said, we don't recognize this page, which flagged me. And I'm like, what? And then I looked at I actually read in the link. I'm like, why did Google send me here? And so 1Password actually saved me from potentially putting in my info on a hack site. So that's why I actually like stuff like that. It's, you never know you need something until you need it's past the point of needing it. And in that case, I've been hacked before. I had my Google account hacked to where they made like $60 in long distance purchases and a bunch of other stuff, and Google locked my account. And then when I asked Google, I'm like, okay, can you please unlock my account? I want to have access to my account again. They said, please send us a copy of your bank statement. And I emailed back, that sounds like a phishing scheme asking for my bank statement. No, I refuse, and this is a bunch of bullshit. They just gave me my account back. They needed my bank statement. They just, I guess, complaining was enough. But
I think the closest I ever came to falling for something like that was I got an email that looked like it was from PayPal. Like, suspicious activities happened on your PayPal account. And then click this link, and then that sent me to a link that looked like PayPal. Like, enter in your account information. And I did start to enter in my account information, but I got lucky because I had a foolproof thing that protected my account. I couldn't remember my password.
Well, yeah, stupidity is a great password security.
So I couldn't give them my password because I couldn't remember my password. But if I had remembered my password, I definitely would have given it to them.
Yeah, my account is so secure, even I can't get in.
Yes. But yeah, you gotta watch out, especially emails are the worst because they'll make themselves look legitimate, get you to go to a website that looks like it's PayPal or Twitter or whatever, and then they'll get you to enter in your information to log in.
Yeah.
And then they have your information.
There was if you want to actually see a really good scam that was done just recently, Linus from Linus Tech Tips he was frauded or scammed essentially out of $90,000. He ended up being able to get it back, but the only way he got it back was using his connections as an influencer. And as he said, if I have to use those level of connections to get my money back, it means something is significantly broken. It means that the normal person is fucked. And so he had some significant problems with some of that. But and that was because a request came through that looked like normal emails from all the people that he was normally emailing for this housework, but they had sent everything on the original letterheads that came through them, and all the replies looked like they were sent from those people, meaning that those the people that had put the scam together knew how those people wrote their emails and did everything to make it sound and legit. Even the fact that it was being wired to a location different from normal, they had a reason for it that sounded legit. So it wasn't just a false link. They legitimately social. Yeah, it was not targeted, but it was they researched it to make it look legitimate. And so that's where, like, if you're unsure of something, like for instance, I had my card hacked at one point. Not hacked, but I had somebody make a purchase of like $800 for furniture on my credit card, and I was like, what? And I have it set to gives me a text message anything over $20 on my credit card is spent, and I suddenly said something through a website I know I didn't buy something through. So I put in a fraud alert, and then the bank calls me and says, they're like, well, we have this fraud alert thing, and like but we need to verify your account. Can you please give us your credit card number? And I said, no, I'm not. You called me. I'm not giving you my credit card number. And it was after I was transferred, and the guy stopped for a second. He goes, did we call you or did you call us? I'm like, you called me. And he goes, okay, that was the correct response. Do not give your credit card number to somebody that called you. He goes, call the number in the back of your credit card. You might get me again, but at least that guarantees you're going to the right location. Right. I'm like, and that was the correct response. I hung up. I called back the number, got a different person, but then I know I called the right number.
Yeah.
Do not trust anybody that calls you on the phone. They can make up whatever the fuck they want, and it's just bad.
Ooh. No, every time my bank like calls me to potential fraud, it's always because I'm in Baltimore. I never got that. It's always Baltimore. I can be in England, and they'll be like, "Yeah, he's in England." But if I do any kind of like financial transaction,
it might be that there's more things going on in that area or something.
Maybe
I had recently invested in a new laptop for working on stuff on the go and for panels and conventions and stuff. And that was a lot of the help because of you guys. So thank you very much.
Yes.
I was able to get that on a clearance sale actually. But I was able to get that. And when I went to originally get that, it actually set off a fraud alert and it wouldn't let the purchase go through. It sent me a text saying, hey, is this you? We want to double check. And I'm like, yes. And then they're like, okay, try again. It should go through. I'm like, okay. But
yeah, it was always a pain when my card did that because I'd be in Baltimore, far away from home, with my only lifeline for cash being that card. And then my bank would all of a sudden freeze the card because they were like, I don't think this is you.
I never clicked on anything ever again. I'm going to just hide in the closet and never touch technology again. I know how a lot of those phishing scam things work, and so if you want to make sure you're never scammed, it's only be the initiator, never the initiated. So if they send you a link, that's them initiating, just don't click it. Or hover over the link and look at where it's sending you. My work is big on cybersecurity. and they will send out like false emails every few months that try to look like real emails, but they are the most obvious, trying to be not only they look phishing, but it looks like IT is trying to create a phishing attempt. It is so obvious because like they'll put the Windows logo, but they'll change the colors on it. If you're a phishing scam, they're not going to change the colors. They're going to use the actual Windows logo, but they're afraid to use the copyrighted logo even in their false scam, so they don't put the real logo. Every time it's come across, I've been able to go, "Hi, IT," and one of my coworkers fell for it. Because it was one that came across that said that there's a recent lawsuit and you have to get in contact with the courthouse or otherwise you will be found liable for stuff. And she's like, "Well, I just didn't want to take the risk." And so she clicked the link and it went to a page that said, "Haha, we're IT. You fell for our shit. We're going to have a talk with you."
Yeah, I think the worst thing I ever got kind of involved in, as far as that kind of stuff is concerned, was my grandfather. And I know you've heard this story. He got one of those pop-up ads that basically said, "Your computer has a virus. Call this number." And my old grandfather, who's like 91 now, still alive and kicking, doing well. He calls up the number that they tell him to call. He's like, "Yeah, I got a phone number on my computer that said I had a virus and told me to call this number." And they're like, "Oh, yes, sir, we can help you." And they led him to a link on his computer that basically he's like, "Okay, sir, click this and this and this." And he did everything they told him. And then they said, "Okay, we see you. Your computer's now encrypted. If you want to unlock it, give us $350. And he's like, "What?"
It's the people that don't know how to use computers. They're the most vulnerable.
Yeah.
And so I don't blame him. He just doesn't know.
He didn't know what.
If somebody were to call me about a scam that had to do with like electrical in my house, I have no idea what the fuck they were talking about either. But computers are just so easy.
Yeah, he described it in such a way that like their tone changed like immediately once they had him. Like it went like, "Oh yes, sir, thank you, sir," to "Yeah, give us money, or you will never have any of the data on your computer ever again."
This is why you do cloud backups.
And that's when he called me, and I was like, "Okay, Grandpa, you've kind of messed up here. The best I can do is reset your computer to factory." And he's like, "Do whatever you need to do. I just don't want to pay those explicitive here anything." And I said, "Okay." And that's what I did for him. But yeah, that was rough. Taking advantage of the alloy is like the lowest of the low, honestly.
But it's also
aspect.
Nothing. If you have a virus in your computer, you're not going to get a pop-up to call a number. You're never going to get a pop-up to call a number. No,
he didn't know. He's an old man.
But yeah, if you don't know, you can't be blamed because you just don't know.
Yeah, no, I didn't blame him. I agreed with him, and they were like just complete pieces of crap.
Office of Erickson, we had access to customer data, names, addresses, blah blah blah. FBI came in and arrested a woman. She was using a micro camera to take screenshots and then selling the info to the Russian mob. Wonderful.
Oof.
Guessing Bank was like, "Oh, you bought Discord Nitro for 40 people? Yeah, that's legit." That's actually one of the reasons that like I've been trying to recently. The reason they can do that is because your credit card information is saved on that service, which means they get access to it. They can do as much as they want. Just don't save your credit card information anywhere. Does it become an inconvenience? Yeah. But you know what's even more inconvenience? People buying shit on your account. Just remove it. What I've been doing is, so I keep my that information under my password manager, because the one reason that I like the password manager is it times out after 10 minutes, and then it makes it so I have to type in my normal password again to get access to do all my normal auto password and stuff. But if I go to a new computer and I want to access that same information, it's just not my normal password. It doesn't work that way. If I want to get access to all of that, I have to enter my key, which is a security key, and it is like 35 characters of random letters and numbers long, and it is on a printed sheet that I keep in a lockbox. So if I get a new computer, I can download the app, but I have to have that key. So if somebody else goes to want to have access to my password manager and they have my password, it doesn't matter unless they're sitting at my computer or on my phone. They have no, actually my phone is set to biometrics too, but they can't just access it any other way. So it doesn't matter if they have my password. They have to have this literal, nearly impossible to guess security key. That's why I like that, and I don't mind putting more secure stuff in there, except for two-factor. They do allow two-factor to be done through their service, but I actually moved that all to a separate service, so then there is two-factor being done under the same service as your password. Then doesn't really feel two-factor. So I did separate that, but it is worth it. That happens a lot at the retirement place I work at. Scam calls from Microsoft or Amazon. Yeah, they just don't know any better. You only can know as much as you've been taught. Yeah, my ego is just bruised. I've been in IT for 8 years. I should know better. I checked it like twice and it actually looked legit. Even the link was legit, the same as Discord's URL. Still, some of that still just worries me. But I understand. Yeah. I mean, you did your due diligence and it still looked legit.
The difference in those URLs can be like a single character and then they look legit.
I'm always scared about having one of those encryption ones. That's actually one of the reasons that I don't know whether or not they could, but because these are external drives, like, could they encrypt those? I actually don't know.
Probably. Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe. But that's why you do 3 levels of security. You have it on its original location. You have it on a, so like for me, all Pony SFM folder. This is where all my videos and everything are located. But if I go to, okay, this might take a second.
In worst case scenario, you pay the ransom. But
actually, that's gonna. Sorry, that's
so degrading.
That's gonna kill frames again. But I can go to the drive and it has a copy there, and then I actually have to set it up. But then there's another copy in the cloud, so they can't touch the cloud. That's just not there. That's always your backup, but it's super slow.
That would be going after Microsoft, and their security is high.
No, the cloud I have it set up is not through Microsoft. I don't have OneDrive. I have it through a different service because
I don't like OneDrive.
It's but I need more than like 1 terabyte of storage. Yeah, I need like infinite storage. So that's where it does cost money. Right now, our service costs about $200 a year. To do, and that's mainly so I can send stuff to Nightly, but it also acts as a third backup. But it's not that great. If you want a good like cloud service, those are kind of expensive for infinite storage. We did the one we have because it was cheap. $200 is cheap for unlimited storage, but even then I have to deal with some very slow speeds and some inconsistencies and other problems. So I wish we could go to somewhere else, but you're looking at like 3 to 4 times the cost. So we're trying to keep our costs down. We're not money bags, but it's because you guys help out with that type of stuff. The only reason I can afford to send data to Nightly like that using that kind of service and some of the other equipment is because of your help. So I very much appreciate it.
You guys help to keep the ponies safe.
Yes, you keep these ponies, the ponies in this folder, these videos. They're there because of you. Look, like this. This pony right here. This one's here because of you. She's praising your existence.
Yes, she needs to continue doing that.
But she's dead now because the Nightmare Moon returned. She's like
the original video. It's all corrupted, isn't it?
The SFM file is no longer works. Yes. Yeah. No. The first file, the initial part works. All their others are corrupted. I don't know what happened to those. I think it was because I made that before Remembrance, I think. Yeah. And that was when I was having bits on the drive fail, and I think something on that file, a couple of those files went bad. That's why you do the backups, because those...
That's how we should just do these streams. Without your donation today, these ponies will die. Look at that rainbow-haired one. She needs your help.
Okay, well, we did. So the whole thing today was just adjusting their legs and getting those 2 ponies done. But
and murdering Batman.
Yeah, we did. Wait, hold on.
What's Batman murder?
No, there's even more important.
No, I didn't want to see that one again. I just want Batman.
There is so much stupid shit in this shot.
And you wonder why the audio doesn't work. And half of it's just killing Derpy.
No, we got Toilet Sparkle.
You had Toilet Sparkle.
Toilet Sparkle. We got the booping, exchanging pawns. We got Derpy hitting a wall.
No, that's not good.
That's all good. And we got Rainbow Dash over here talking about some like hippos. It's the hippo. And then we got this is fine.
Oh no, smothering Batman.
It's all fine. It's all good. But this is
no, that's sad.
This is a good.
This is already your Derpy bleeding over there.
Anyway, what about Derpy hitting a blunt? We'd have to put a super face in, but we only allow 2 per stream because that's how much time they take. Hello, General Pong. I always write down my passwords physically on a notepad. That is also scary though, because if somebody gets access to the notepad, not only do you lose your passwords, but they have access to them. And again, it's the worst case scenario, but in the house burned down scenario, you lose your passwords. That's where I don't mind spending $30 a month or a year to have somebody manage it for me. Okay. Plus, the nice thing is, 1Password also allows you to upload documentation, so I can anything that I feel is something I need to have secured and locked away and not in a public location, I can throw in there too.
If this place started on fire, I'd just be upstairs tossing all the plushies out the window. The plushies.
I love how that'd be first.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just joking. Oh no, it depends. I mean, we smothered Batman with a pillow. We have Derpy in a burrito, and we have Berry Punch drinking antifreeze.
Yes.
So
Derpy's kind of like getting in her way.
Yeah, we have smoking a blunt's not much far from what we're kind of already done.
I like the Derpy and the burrito only because my idea of a pony, like a burrito pony, was a pony wrapped up in a blanket and being super cute, and then that's what you gave me, this Derpy inside of a breakfast burrito.
I guess you got what you wanted then. All right, but we're gonna be good today. So we are gonna be back on Sunday to stream. As for what we're streaming, we don't want to play that. We have ideas, but we haven't locked anything in yet. Wow, my actually latency is pretty good to myself, but we haven't locked in anything yet. Barotrauma did have an update that fixed a lot of the issues that we were having, but we still are a little hesitant, so we're gonna wait a little while before we jump into Barotrauma. But we have ideas. We're gonna play something else, but we'll figure. I'll put something out soon as well.
I still don't know what we're playing.
I don't either. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I know what I want to play.
You can shut up. All right, so we're gonna be good for today. Where should we go? We did Fiora recently.
Is that a pony account? Oh,
this is the pony VTuber. We can just go there again. Yeah. Why not? She seemed fun.
She seemed nice.
And she's doing pony stuff still.
Yeah,
so
like pony stuff is the best stuff.
Pony stuff is pretty cool stuff. So we're gonna jump there. Apparently, they have mangoes. That why is there an E at the end? Is there an E? Oh, whatever. We'll go over there. So we'll go to Nashi, and we will let's see Nashi. So more pony stuff, I guess. Bear Trauma is a lot of fun. Yes, it is when it isn't busted as hell, because that last stream was actually frustrating. So we don't. That's why we're holding off, because that was. I mean, we did have a lot of good moments. That was one of the more fun ones we've had, but it was also mixing with a lot of frustration. We just don't want to do that 2 times in a row. So, anyways, thank you to Philip, Soul Kitty, Sir Edward, and Null and Void for the derpies. They very much appreciated. Also, thank you to Darkling Prince, Scorpio, Hyperdashi, and Structured Cubed for the follows. Thank you very much. And there was a lot of people that gave some subs. A lot of those were gifts between a couple of people. So thank you very much. I know Silver resubbed, Jinxie resubbed, Nullen gave a bunch of gift subs, Soul Kitty gave a bunch of gift subs. So thank you very much, especially to you two for the gift subs. Very much appreciated. Thank you to Hyperdashi for doing the raid. Also to Grizz Guy for doing the sub. That's actually his first time subbing. So especially thank you to Grizz Guy for popping up and sitting around the whole time. That was a lot. Like, that's really cool. I love seeing new people on here anyway. I know we met you at the con, but okay. We'll see you guys later. We're gonna go raid some VTuber. Bye bye. Get some channel points.
Bye-bye.
Whatever.
Go hug the bat phone.
Okay, yeah, what he said.
Diddly diddly do da boo. Do da da do da da